all onions.
All right, we are in.
You can have this.
Hello, everyone.
All onions.
Welcome.
Hello?
Starting a little bit late. What?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get my attention.
No.
Okay. Anyway, welcome to King Shin III's vacation home.
My God.
Yes, it's quite sparse. I know. He somehow makes do, but you know he has to rough it when he's gone vacation. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough.
What an asshole.
What an asshole.
Nah. All right. So here is the idea. He's already told you guys the itinerary. The ball is tomorrow. And so today is mostly preparation. However, most of the Narcissimas will also be coming tonight for a dinner, a sort of memorial dinner to, you know, honor the dead sort of privately, although you guys are also invited.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, awkward dinner time.
Yay.
Super awkward.
All right. Yeah. As you can see, Eric, I've changed everybody's outfits.
I am so sad.
Benedictus Cumberbatch. I mean Cromwell.
Benedictus Cromberbatch. No. So, yes, you guys wake up and you get your stuff sorted. Do you guys want to do anything in preparation for the arrivals of the Narcissimas?
Hide under a desk.
Okay, which desk and where?
Sword. No, I'm not actually going to hide under a desk.
Yeah, I know.
But
Dodeka's kind of in a state of almost panic.
Do you want to tell people why?
She would have told Nuria right away.
Would you like to roleplay it then?
Yes. She would find Nuria, and she would have tears in her eyes, and she'd be clenching the letter, and she'd be like, Nuria.
And Nuria would just be like, are those... Please tell me those are tears of joy.
She hands her the letter.
All right, and then describe the letter, please. Or do you want me to just read it out loud?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hang on a second. I gotta bring it up. Why'd you ask me to read it out loud? Jeez. Not like I offered it or anything.
Come on, no, don't leave me.
Okay, hang on. Okay. So do you show your letter first, or?
I don't show her my letter, I just show her Dawson's reply. To be like,
Okay.
I asked Dawson to the ball, and this is his reply, and...
Dodeka, glad my raven was able to find you and that you were able to decode the message. I may change the codes depending on the sensitivity of the contents. I apologize in advance if some of these codes are difficult to decipher, but it may be necessary to avoid tipping off the wrong people. I greatly appreciate your invitation to the ball, but I was actually already invited to come along by Undeka, so I shall see you there and have the next decoded message with me. Since I'm not sending it by Raven, I won't need to re-encode it. See you in a few days. Dawson Umberwood.
Oh boy. Nuria lights the letter on fire.
Well, that's an interesting reaction.
Hands just flare up and the letter just burns to nothing.
All right.
Dodeka is kind of upset. Like, she's
Kind of.
trying not to cry, but she's sniffling, and there are tears anyway.
Nuria grabs Dodeka and she goes, come on, I have a lot of sugar to use.
She cheers up a little bit.
And Nuria's gonna bake her a big red velvet cake that says men suck on the top.
Roll for it.
Oh, right, rolling for things.
It's the best cake you've ever made.
Nothing can beat the one with the apple though, which I fed to a moth guy.
It brought him back to life, so that's certainly something.
I mean, I got to give like a couple spoonfuls of leftovers.
You literally got a yakitate reaction.
Yes! Yes,
Yep.
I did.
All right, yeah, it's really good velvet cake.
Dodeka tears up with every mouthful.
Aww.
Aww.
She is still sad, but she is happy because she has cake.
Friendship.
She
All right.
thanks Nuria very profusely between bites.
All right, so
If anyone tries to steal any of her cake, she will swat them away.
is there anything else anyone wants to do before the other guests start to arrive?
Yes, I had spoken to King Shen about investigating Quinque's room for any clues, and I do want to do that before any other Narcissimas arrive.
All right, we'll bring you over to Quinque's room then. There, now you're in Quinque's room.
Yeah. Is there anything in Quinque's room? Oh, I would probably request that Pennington come along with me, if only because he's good at searching for things. And
Pennington, would you like to do that?
Sure.
All right, Pennington is also there.
Underwear!
Underwear. Yes, you do. You see a number of things that don't seem all that conspicuous, although they're a little bit like, just, you know, you do see a door in the back which leads to the closet, which is seemingly about as big as the room itself, and just filled with clothes.
Oh my god, shoes.
I got shit.
And yes, of various styles and appropriateness, I should say.
Yeah, I'm not touching most of those with a 10-foot pole.
All right, well that's a shame because that's where most of the clues are. No, I'm just kidding.
Be a very interesting lady. Yes.
Alright, yeah, I guess I'll roll a perception. It won't be as good as Pennington's. It's exactly as good as Pennington's.
Yeah, you guys don't really see anything all that suspicious or interesting. Yeah, I would say with a 20, you don't really notice anything strange or unusual.
I would go into the... Now that's for the main room. I'm also going... I guess I'll search the closet.
Benedictus is in the closet.
I'm really not.
Really not.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Fair enough.
Is there a secret door to the master bedroom?
Oh,
That'd be funny.
of course there is. Like, if perception doesn't figure it out, common sense figures it out.
Well, despite your common sense, you can't seem to find the entrance if there is one.
Arg.
Oh, he's
Pennington,
like,
help me out here.
What are you doing in the closet?
Perception.
I will.
Yeah. Benedictus says, bet you 50 gold there's a secret door in here.
Please roll another d20.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh
I
no.
critically failed.
Oh my god.
Benedictus, like Pennington runs into a corset.
Right. Flash roll.
Let me just pull this lever. Oh god, that's not a lever!
Okay, so that's a 12 minus 11, so it's actually literally a 1. So,
Pennington forgets what doors are.
no, you think you see something in the back of the closet. So you are tapping against the wall, and you're like, I think it's hollow here. And then you basically try to, you bang against it, and then your fist goes through, and then you look through the hole, and you realize it's the wall to the into the servants' quarters.
Whoops.
And you basically just see like a random servant dwarf just sort of sitting there on a chair with a book, just sort of looking up. Hello.
Hello there.
I have a door, you know.
Ah, yes. Doors.
Do you need
That-
something?
No, we're quite fine, just rummaging around.
Would you like me to get someone else from the servants' quarters to fix this wall?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Fucking humans. So anyway,
That's racist.
yes, it is.
There's nothing more racist or classist than D&D.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm glad I used my critical fail here as opposed to later on.
Hey, you might have more.
Oh,
And honestly, would it really tell us that much knowing she had a secret room to secret door to sneak in, the banking shin? This is not news to anybody.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Pennington, do you have any sort of wards that would monitor this room during the party?
I very much doubt it. Pennington did not pick up any sort of spells like that.
If only Undeka were here. She has a spell that kind of does that sort of thing.
Yes, if only
By
I-
ward, you mean...
Was that revealed last time?
What? No, but she does.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Later, darlings, later.
He's nope. Fresh out of spells, the only divination spells. I've been looking and trying to figure out this whole clairvoyance thing, but that's more of a from afar, not the entire duration.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Well,
do
I mean,
still
I-
have Novemma's spell book. You could research a divination spell from it.
Yeah, I mean, hypothetically, you can...
How long does that take, though?
I could retroactively say you've been working on it.
Okay.
yeah,
I mean, you
we
guys did have a week in preparation.
Yeah.
All right, divination Pathfinder. That's
Well, he's figuring that out. Does anyone else want to do anything else?
Anyone want to ask why Dodeka is sad?
Ursa
She would have
does
told
her-
Nuria, but she would have just sulked for the rest of the week.
Oh yeah, Ursa
I
will
think it
know
was
is
funnier
considering
if everyone already knew.
Erica, you're a robot. You went all robot, Erica. We couldn't understand
Oh.
you.
I said I think it would be funnier if everyone already knew why she was sad.
It's like, up.
She's not going to say anything, but if Nuria wants to tell people, she's not going to care.
Ursa notices just because they're like working together pretty closely with, her doing the dress thing and all that. So Ursa at one point is just like, hey, you seem really down lately. What's going on?
She sighs. She says, oh, it's just... Apparently, Pennington's brother's going to the ball with Undeka.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, this is why I don't date people.
Nuria baked me a cake, so I'm feeling better.
Oh, good.
Bitter.
Was it a
A
good
little
cake?
better. It was a great cake.
Yeah. Maybe he's just a dense idiot and isn't actually dating your sister. Maybe he's just dumb, because people are dumb. They
Doesn't
say dumb
seem
things.
like the dumb type. But
Yeah, but even smart people can be really stupid about certain things. Especially things when it comes to, like, relationships. I mean... Alright, never mind. I'm not smart, really, about anything, but I'm pretty dumb about relationships. So never mind. I don't know.
Dodeka says, I appreciate what you're trying to do, Ursa. Thank you.
If it'll make you feel better, I will stop complaining about the dresses and the shiny crap and all of us.
Makeovers.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll try to
Incidentally,
be as painless as possible.
Pity makeovers.
Also, her and Ursa are, like, still talking with, Garuga
Yeah.
throughout all this, too.
the only spell. Not to interrupt, but the only spell that I found that could actually assist, and would only be, like I said before, from afar, not over the course of the time, would be clairvoyance.
I have an alternative. Magic Mouth. It doesn't monitor, but if we cast it to speak very loudly and, attention-grabbingly when anyone enters the room, it should give us some forewarning.
Guys, a servant's gonna come in the room to fix the wall.
Unfortunately, it's an illusion spell. I can only learn divination spells from her book.
Yeah.
It is a level 1 bard spell.
Ah, but bards learn spells like sorcerers. They don't learn an infinite number of
Yeah.
spells.
Has Sid's spell list ever been enumerated?
Eric, stop cheating.
Technically, at the 5th level, she can basically make a modification.
Oh,
Because
that's a fair
I
point.
created her as a 6th or 5th level bard, I never really had to do that.
Well, if you want, we can trade out the masterwork thing, because I mostly just did that so I could turn Eric's fists into masterwork weapons. And
Yes.
I basically did that against your wishes anyway, so you can trade that out for Magic Mouth.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll cast it after we are aware that the servant has done his stuff.
All right. So basically, if someone tries to go in to the closet, the Magic Mouth will speak very loudly.
Yep.
What will
Hey,
it say?
look over here,
Okay.
or something.
Or something like that.
Alert! Alert! Red alert!
Okay. So if someone enters the closet, that was the condition.
If someone enters, do we want to do the closet or do we want to do Quinque's room? We actually probably want two. One at the entrance to Quinque's room, and one at the back wall of the closet where we know it probably abuts the master bedroom.
Okay. So that'll be 2. Rad. And it lasts permanent until discharge. So we can say that she did this the day before, so she doesn't have to use any spell points for it.
I am baffled as to why they don't have a spell that's like that, but with vision, where it's like it's a security camera. I could have sworn there was a spell like that.
What was the Mordenkainen's Watchdog or something like that? Mage's Faithful Hound?
Yeah.
What is that?
There
You conjure up
are-
a phantom watchdog that is invisible to everyone but yourself. It guards the area where it was conjured. The hound immediately starts barking loudly if any smaller or larger creatures approaches within 30 feet of it.
I think because it's too similar to scrying, which is a higher level spell. That's
Oh,
what I
wow.
was.
Yeah, Mage's Faithful Hound's a really high level spell for some reason. That's actually kind of surprising.
Yeah, but leaving something in the area that can see things is similar to scrying, which is the reason why they want to prevent people from trying to get around the fact that you scry at low levels.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Oh, well.
Anyway.
Okay, so that happens. Anything else anyone wants to do before time?
Ursa's just gonna find a way to secure a dagger under her dress, and she's also gonna practice unarmed fighting.
Okay.
Because,
It might become useful.
yeah. I think she
Oh,
does-
do you see? Go
I
ahead.
think she does already have improved unarmed strike just for situations like this, but yeah. Just like, I
Okay.
can't bring my sword into the ballroom.
My body
So-
is my weapon.
I'm in debate. I sent you like a list of weird questions that Dodeka would be asking Garuga. but
Oh, right. I
don't
actually never looked at that. I'm sorry.
All right.
Some of them are racist, some of them are awkward, some of them are actually relevant.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw that you sent that, and then I said I was going to read it later, and then I didn't. Sorry.
No. So, Benedictus has just failed his saving throw versus awkward moping, so he probably would ask Dodeka what's wrong.
Okay.
Dodeka would tell him, be like,
Benedictus' reaction. Really? You just found out one of your siblings is a murderer, and you're worried about the boy you like.
I'm sad. That is different from worrying. As for my siblings being murderers, well, they're my siblings.
It happens.
It happened.
It happens!
I suppose it isn't terribly surprising. When the time comes, I'll distract Undeka so you can get a private moment with Dawson.
No, because if that's I respect my sibling's decision to date someone. Unlike certain siblings of mine, I will not go after someone if they are already spoken for.
Well then.
Well, shit. It's on.
All right. Forget I asked. Like, seriously. This
Forget.
never happened.
Noted.
All right.
Pennington will probably also ask.
She would just, alright, at this, she would just get this look, this little angry look on her face, and then she'll be like, oh, for crying out loud, your brother is a jerk, alright? You're right. You were right all along.
Oh, I do love those words.
You're right. I do love this.
She just glares at him. She's like, look, he's going to the ball with my sister, Undeka. Does he actually laugh?
Perfect. Gothy McDark Pants with boring McJerkface.
Does he actually laugh?
Yes, he does laugh.
Dodeka gets very angry at this and just storms away.
I mean, I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, something like that.
Good lying right there. You can tell why you're like the liar of the party.
He took 1 on his bluff check.
All right. So then, anything else?
Yeah.
Nuria.
Yeah, the one thing that Nuria would do, which is silly and stupid, but she did it anyway, is, are they close to any rivers?
Yes.
She puts a message in a bottle and puts it in the river for the fox, asking her to go to the ball.
Oh God, that's adorable.
Oh my god.
That
That
is
is
adorable.
so freaking adorable.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Okay. So she does that. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
Can I ask some of my questions to Garuga? Some of these are actually
Sure. Okay, so you go visit Garuga. We'll say this happened before, so you're not like in mood.
Yeah.
So dragons are rare. How do they find each other for mating and such? They think,
Because, like, what the hell?
well, I mean, we are rare and we don't necessarily run into each other a lot. We tend to be cute to ourselves. I mean, some are more, chummy than others, but, we live so long that, we're bound to bump into one another eventually. And, part of the reason we're so rare is because, we're pretty solitary.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I know we don't want to, see you forever, so I'll ask the questions I actually really, really wanted to know the answers to, or something like that.
Such as...
Oh, she wants to ask a few questions about Calcrix. She's like, so Calcrix is starting his hoarding.
Mm-hmm.
Is it wise to really have... He's hoarding currently in our home in Beartopia. Should we probably encourage him to hoard elsewhere?
No. You probably don't want to advise him on his hoarding at all. Chromatic dragons and hoarding, better to just sort of let him do his thing, or you might get very negative consequences.
I see.
They're very
advice?
territorial like that.
I see. Any advice on, raising a dragon? Because we're kind of raising Calcrix, even though we're not... Kind of.
You're not really raising him.
She's like, I know, chromatic dragons are very independent, but
I mean,
anything we should expect.
Honestly, it's a miracle that he's not tried to kill you all already. So, I can't really give you advice because this is not exactly all that precedented, at least as far as I'm aware. Most people don't keep chromatic dragons as pets. They tend to eat your face.
He's not a pet. He's a member of Applecore.
He's a friend.
Sorry. You're right.
Goodness.
Doesn't
Keeping
matter.
a sentient being as a pet, that's terrible.
Okay. As if you
Says
humans
the
don't do
folks
that.
who have
Talking
familiars.
horses.
Hey, my familiar is part of my body, okay? I have ownership over that.
All right.
I was about to say, my familiar is familiar, not a pet necessarily. And besides, she's only sentient because she's my familiar.
Which is almost equally horrifying, but we'll gloss over that for now.
Yeah.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
So were
We
there
can
any
all
other
sit with
questions?
Moral quandaries.
Were there any other questions you absolutely wanted to have answered right away?
Oh, have you met any other dragons?
Yes.
Elaborate?
I've met other dragons.
What
Have you met other
kind?
elves?
Yes, and I've... dragons are rare. Elves are very
Well,
common.
sure, but I mean, I just occasionally meet dragons. They're not exactly worth mentioning, I don't think. I don't know
Well,
if you
I
know them or
several
not.
elves that are very worth mentioning. You know, I'm sure you had other dragons worth mentioning.
I mean, I
Tell you
don't.
all about my family if you want.
I'd rather not.
She's,
From what
don't blame
from
me.
what I've gleaned, your family doesn't sound super interesting. But I mean,
Oh,
you
they're
know,
very interesting. They're just horrible.
I mean, the thing is, dragons tend to, even good dragons like our privacy. So I'd rather not say too much about other dragons I know of. Sorry.
Oh, okay, very well.
I wouldn't want them telling other people about me too much, so, you know.
Oh, okay. Also, personal thing. Is red dragon smell bad? Calcris says I reek of it, and that sounds like a negative thing. Is it a negative thing?
It really is just like, you know, the smell of anything for anybody. Some things smell good for some people, and some things smell bad for other people. Some cheeses taste really good for one person and really bad for someone else. White dragons tend to really dislike the smell of red dragons, and others don't so much. I personally think they smell terrible, but, you know, I'm not going to say that to your face, except I kind
You
of just
did.
But, you know, you did ask.
I did ask, and it's good to know, and I'm kind of sad about that, but oh well. Anyway, that's really it, I think.
All right. Then, anything else from anybody else?
One question for Garuga. What do other dragons think about Oshardalon? Specifically, like any dragons that Garuga have been...
He's kind of like the boogeyman.
Wow, really?
Yeah, his ancient dragon that terrorized the world, lived longer than any dragon should. I mean, sounds like a horror story.
Wow.
Well, I just ask because I know there's a lot of, two-leggers who, seem to really like him for some reason. I was wondering if there was any equivalent with dragons, where dragons who worship him or anything.
I mean, no, not really. I mean, there are some who fear him a lot. And sometimes dragons would be, sort of not necessarily enslaved, but enthralled of some kind, or roped into getting involved with the cult in some way. But I mean, I don't know if I know of any dragons that straight up worship Oshardalon.
What about just outright, just plain old supporting him, supporting his...
I mean, like I said, we're pretty solitary creatures. We don't really, have support groups.
Yeah. Alright,
Chardalon support group.
Chardalon Anonymous.
So yeah, is that it?
Dragon meeting.
That's it.
Work groups.
That's how they meet, support groups. Yeah. All right, so the first people to arrive are actually Undeka and Dawson.
Dodeka hide.
Oh boy.
Where does Dodeka hide? Use the map.
They're right there. She's gonna hide in her room.
Okay.
Like we totally didn't just see you walk.
It's like...
Benedictus sees Dawson as like, now I understand why they're fighting over him. I mean, look at that
You
icon.
said aloud while Pennington's right down.
Yeah.
Did you say that aloud?
Yeah, I said that out loud while Pennington was there.
Pennington just looks. He's like, he points up, he points down, and he's like, "Hello, I'm right here."
I'm not saying you're not a catch, but
Well, golden penis,
Golden penis.
as we all remember.
Pennington just shakes his head.
what is it? Your family has incredible genetics. May I just say?
Richard is just like, yep.
Oh,
So the first thing that happens is Dawson sees Richard.
Oh, God.
And he's just sort of like, I didn't know you'd be here. And Richard is sort of like, I will be in the drawing room.
No, father, stay here by all means.
I think I'd rather get drunk, because that's apparently all I'm good for.
Oh.
Oh, sick
Aw.
birds!
Dawson's like, I am not going to be dealing with his drama, or yours for that matter. I have a message. I have the next message translated if you guys want that.
I don't. Why would we want
Benedictus
that
is
from you?
like,
Because that's what you asked me to do?
Yeah, except you call it create your own drama.
I did. What? Is this about my father? I didn't know he was going to be here.
It's nothing. Your dad is a much better man than you.
Wait, what?
Oh.
I
Okay.
go over
Ursa's
and
just
say,
like,
Wait, I'm gonna.
"Hi, Dawson. Hi, Undeka. Let's go over here and discuss the matters of translated notes." Yes. Good
Okay,
plan.
we'll go over where.
Wait. I thought you didn't like undead people. Taylor. Pope.
I look at her and I say, "Trust me, with the month I've had, seeing you is the brightest spot in my."
Day.
You turned into a robot, Eric.
A nice boy.
All right.
So-
All right. I guess I would bring them over to
There's a
the
closet.
dining.
There's a foyer.
The foyer. Yeah, sure.
Foyer.
Let's go over
Foyer.
here. Foyer. I say.
Flyer.
All right. I will.
I see you've added more fire creatures to your merry band of misfits.
Fire creatures.
Yeah, that's. Let's see. We've got
You've got
more Efreet. We've got talking horses. We've got Pennington's father. We've got Meepo. Did we tell you about Meepo?
I can just gather by looking.
We
Nope.
have Nuria's familiar, who is literally cancer. We have
Wonderful.
we have a snake. Vizini's quite nice. He's just a magic snake. No talking or anything. Just a magic snake.
What the heck is this?
Also, a vampire head.
Oh,
don't
what was his name again?
Chester.
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 We'll
By
get
the
to Chester
way-
later.
By the way, gave him top
Undeka.
hat, and he's in like a flower bed upstairs.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, Undeka, you really
What if
need
he's
to meet
allergic to
Chester.
flowers?
He's dead.
That'll be fun later.
Yeah, Benedictus is like, Undeka, you really need to meet Chester. He's a dread vampire's head.
That actually sounds fascinating.
Thought that might be
I
a treat
can't
for
believe I'm
you.
saying that.
In fact, if you could encourage my companions to let yourself take him off our hands, I would be immensely grateful. Hi,
But
Dawson. How are you?
Grateful, trying not to incinerate me every time we meet. Grateful.
Trust me, no more incineration. You are
Wonderful.
You're the person I am least dreading to see this evening.
Oh. I feel like somehow that's not a compliment. Anyway, speaking of which, where is the idiot sister?
Which one?
You're going to have to specify.
Oh, Dawson, stop trying to be clever. The youngest sister.
Oh, Dodeka? She's... I don't know why you have a problem with Dodeka. She's fine.
I don't have a...
Yeah, where is she, though? I haven't seen her since I got here.
Dawson, considering your younger brother, we don't.
Okay. Well, let's just agree not to talk about each other's families right now.
Okay.
Even though
Okay.
both are present.
I'm going to look at Undeka and make a sense motive check. I'm going to try to see if she's doing this on purpose.
All right, go for it. That's pretty
Because
good.
obviously Dawson's
All
pretty
right,
oblivious.
so-
If you
I
want
would
to
take-
keep it a secret, you have to roll a bluff check.
Oh no, I don't mind keeping it a secret. I have no. I mean, how much would he be able to sense? Would he be able to sense that I don't know about Dawson's awkward communication?
Yeah.
I know nothing about Dawson's awkward communication to my sister, and I invited him because it seemed convenient.
Fair enough. So you're not intentionally screwing with her, or if you
Well,
are, but you're
I
not.
am, but not with this yet.
That's not her. That wasn't her goal. It was just a happy accident.
Yes, yeah. You're.
Why are you?
If you find out about it, then you're intentionally screwing with her.
Yeah, pretty much. Why are you acting so stranger than usual? Let's go. I mean, I know we're in for a delightful evening with my entire family, but it was a delightful evening with Dawson's entire family.
So, yeah. First of all, Dawson, sorry about not telling you about your father. We kind of found him on the road and saved him from a Chardalon
Oh, no.
worshipping.
Dodeka told me that he had joined your party. I just didn't know he was going to be here tonight. Why the hell is
right.
he here
Oh.
tonight?
Well, we don't exactly have anywhere to
Okay.
let him stay.
Eric, Dodeka did make a big deal about him not attending, and King Shen was adamant about him attending.
Also, King Shen invited him.
My God, that
You listen to that idiot? He was fucking my sister.
It's it's not my idea. Yes. And also, thank you for the updates on Chardalon stuff. I will.
yes.
Let me. Read
Thankfully,
the
I didn't have to
and
encode this
actually-
one because I can just hand it to you.
Oh no! Keep encoding them.
Okay.
Doesn't
Pat, you were right.
Dawson? He doesn't have any hobbies.
Before you were here, we were talking about this. I totally called that you would do that.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Are you going to tell him about why Dodeka is hiding?
Well, I'll figure it out.
Where is my sister? Anyway, I do need to speak with her.
She's finishing up with her hair. I don't know how parties work. She's probably working with her hair.
You are a worshipper of Taylor. Of course, you don't know how parties work.
Wow.
All right. So, yes, he does hand off letters. Does anyone want to look at the letter?
Yeah, I will look at the letter. I just want to wrap up this conversation first.
Yes,
I
all
think, So yeah, Dawson, sorry about the awkwardness. Could I speak with Undeka for a moment?
Sure. I guess. I suppose
Can you-
I'll go
I-
to the.
I-
I don't know. Somewhere else.
Dawson,
Yes.
I feel that if we're going to survive this night, that you should go talk to your younger brother and make some kind of brother pact with each other tonight. Because my family's hard enough to deal with. We really all need to be on the same page.
All right. Okay. I'll try to. I'll do something. All right. But do not expect me to do the same for my father.
No, of course not. He's disgusting.
Good. Glad we're in agreement there. Okay, he walks out of the foyer and goes into the ballroom, sees Pennington, and is like, okay, I am not going to give you any shit tonight. You don't give me any shit tonight. Got it?
I want Sid to come over and be like, Pennington.5?
He's like, is there a library?
There is.
Wait, there is. Wait, Undeka, darling, the library is to the east,
West.
past the kitchen, west, through the dining room.
All right. We cool, Pennington?
And he's like, you are so much of an ass, but I realize this is probably in our best interest.
Yeah.
He's like, it's okay. If I have anger, I will just talk to Nuria. Nuria seems to hate you.
Nuria hate whatever. I'm going to the library, and he
Wait,
absconds.
wait, I want to talk to you.
Does Sid follow him to the library?
Oh
Sid-
God.
Starts following to the library and then gets distracted by something.
Something shiny.
Because
All
she
right.
finds the kitchen. I don't know.
Oh God, yeah. Sid heads up to the kitchen. That's not a bad idea.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
What?
So
what?
yes.
Talk to me about the urgent.
Okay, sorry. I was reading the letter, hence the oh, fuck. Anyway, talking to Undeka. I'm going to ask you the stupidest question I can possibly ask you. How much do you trust your siblings?
Oh, that's so quaint. About as far as I probably.
You could probably throw Dodeka.
Yeah, except for Trace, he's fat. He doesn't think he's fat, but he's fat.
He covers it very well.
He's fat. Oh gosh, Nuria, what are you doing? I just noticed that.
Roll another d20.
Look, have you met our parents?
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
engender a whole lot of trust.
Have you noticed that my father's evil?
Yeah, really.
And my mother's
evil.
good with the big quotation marks.
Yeah, something tells me she didn't end up the sole surviving Narcissima heir by accident.
No, that never happens by accident here. Look, I don't trust any of them except for Dodeka, and that's because I've been there since she was hatched, born, whatever.
Fair enough. All right. Which would you say is closest to your mother, and which would you say is closest to your father of your siblings?
I actually have no idea. Amanda, help me out.
I don't know either. Ah.
Okay.
Give me
Okay. What was the question again? Which one was closest to the mother and which one was closest to the siblings?
Closest to the parents? Like, no, specifically close to the parents.
Okay.
which sibling is daddy's favorite and which sibling is mommy's favorite?
Quinn was daddy's favorite and mommy's favorite, actually.
Well, that
Okay,
was
Winkler
like,
was the favorite of
well,
both.
that's the whore.
And she was first in line, of course.
Well, of course.
Yes. But probably second to that, I would say, I always forget his fucking name.
Septimus?
No. Paven. Paven's is probably actually Unis.
Okay.
That's
Unis?
his favorite.
Well, after my whore sister, Unis is probably Papa's favorite. And Mama likes, I don't know.
Out of the ones that are left,
Well, yeah, like,
No, well, all of them, but yeah,
she was kind of had her bets hedged on Quinn. She's probably actually, you know what? She's been a lot more pretending to be interested in Undeka's work, because like now she's just sort of
Well,
like,
Mama-
I have so few
Mama-
daughters left.
Mama attempts to be interested in me, but she really can't hold it together. So probably, actually, considering that Novemma can't string two sentences together without getting cryptic, and Sexta, is it Sexta, who's the
Yep.
one who lives on a mountain?
Yep, and now currently Novem is living with her.
And considering she and Sexta live on a mountain being hippies together, that would probably leave me and Dodeka. And out of the two of us, Dodeka is probably the best bet because she is, let's face it, naive and moldable.
It's true.
fair enough.
Doing her hair. That's such an obvious lie. She's just going to wear it in pigtails.
Actually.
Actually, not this time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm about to be surprised and
Oh, okay,
impressed.
that's good.
Yeah. All right. One last question. Were you privy to the attempts to resurrect Quinque and Octa?
Yes, you were. and you were aware that they failed.
Now I'm just gonna give him a look
Oh, okay.
and kind of point up and down.
I assumed yes, but I had to ask.
You really are asking far too many questions.
I'm not so much asking questions as investigating.
Confirming suspicions.
Yeah. Based on the line of questions, you can safely assume one of your siblings is a horrible murderer.
One of them. Only one?
Well, one of them is a horrible murderer who has turned their sights on the Narcissima family.
One of them. Look, if you haven't, I don't know if you noticed, but I have been doing some research on my own with Dawson's help. He's actually a very able assistant. Good to have around. But so none of this isn't really that surprising, and as I say, dinner should be interesting. This whole weekend should just be. It's going to be like Dodeka's christening all over again.
Fair enough. Would it be like... It wouldn't be a christening,
Yeah,
would
I was
it?
gonna say.
It'd be like a...
Paylor sizing?
Tailoring?
Peorbering.
Taylor sizing.
Oh God, Paylor sizing. It's like Jazzer sizing.
Fine, it's gonna be like Dodeka's Paylor sizing all over again.
Like circumcised.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Murder, mayhem.
I'm just picturing like the Lion King, like break open the thing and then.
Yeah.
Dodeka.
Since my poor sister used to run this joint, the food should be better. She's always such a picky eater.
All right. Last question. What of your siblings pisses you off the most?
Of the living ones?
I laugh.
Of any of them.
Oh Lord. Well, they're all dead. Isn't that
All-
wonderful?
Most of the annoying ones are dead.
Which is brilliant, actually.
I would
Get to keep
probably
them-
say, just judging from the ones, I'd say Trace is probably up there for you.
No, actually, this is where I'm going to use. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, Trace is super annoying. You know why? He's died like 4 times.
And you haven't gotten to keep him?
I have a place.
I have a place all planned out.
Look, this is. I keep this with me to remind me. If he pulls out a little picture of an urn, this is what I'm going to put him in.
It's really quite tasteful.
I know, isn't it? Actually, and Dawson actually said it would be even better if I put, like, the silver runes here instead of there, which I appreciate. I like a man with a good taste in funerary decorations.
All right. Let's get this over with.
I agree.
All right.
You're not gonna warn her about Dodeka being upset?
No.
Wait, I'm gonna make this super awkward. Is there anything else you needed to tell me? Stare. Should I? I'm gonna do a perception check.
Go for it.
Oh god, he can't bluff to save his life.
How do I do that, by the way?
I can do it for you. It's all right.
Oh.
Undeka Narcissima.
Hey, halfway competent for once.
Perception.
Or would it be sense
Oh!
Feminine stare of death.
Yeah.
Sweating profusely. You do realize you're wearing white, right?
At a funeral. Yeah, it's kind of the Paylor thing.
No, I meant you're sweating and you're wearing white.
That. Yeah, that would be the fact that Dodeka and Dawson were not involved so much as making flirty eyes at one another. She's
Pretty eyes, Dave.
Mildly upset that you asked him to the ball.
Mildly.
She was going to. In fact, she did, and found out you had already asked. And she was Dodeka.
Oh, Lord. All the Sharon. Oh, my sister's an idiot. I didn't even realize she liked younger men.
Actually, Dodeka had a whole conversation with Undeka that Pat didn't tell you about how she liked Dawson.
What?
Really?
And I didn't see. When did that happen?
Remember when she had to talk to Undeka
Let her
about
into
something,
the crypts.
and you said,
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I just remembered when you said the reason I was confused is in the letter you sent to Undeka, you made it sound like she had never talked about Dawson before. Because you basically say, "Go to Dawson. He's a nice guy," etc. You introduced as if he was like someone that had never talked to
Moving
before.
in really quickly. You had a
"Oh."
conversation with me about.
Basically, she had a conversation where she was like, she mentioned that she had a date to the crypts with him, and essentially Undeka was like, "To the crypts, I approve." And was like, "Does he have a brother?" And she said, "Yes, it's Pennington." So she.
I would say,
And,
just for the sake of convenience, because I had forgotten about this entirely, we'll just say she forgot because she didn't care that much.
Okay, I wasn't really paying
That
attention.
sounds in character.
I wasn't really paying attention to you. Neglectful older sibling. That's right. Oh, so I'll change my answer. Oh, that's right. She likes younger men.
Yeah, so
Um,
multiple reasons for ushering the two of you away from
You're
all
really
of the
putting me in
drama
a
bomb.
difficult position.
What? Sorry, what did you say?
So you're really putting me in a difficult position.
Look,
Because now I
could-
really want to mess with my younger sister.
look. I cannot be more honest in saying I do not give a damn about any of the family squabbles, other than one of your siblings trying to murder everyone. So try not to start shit.
I didn't start anything. I just walked into it, apparently. Anyway. Thank you so much for letters, eyelashes, smirks.
I.
By the way, I totally saw you looking at him.
That
Okay.
family has amazing genetics.
I love that Benedictus knows what genetics are.
Well, technically, I mean, the knowledge of genetics is actually a fairly old knowledge. I mean, DNA and stuff like that is fairly
The
recent, but the
word-
idea of genetics.
The word genetics would not be around,
Yeah.
but
True.
the concept.
Yeah.
Sure. I just found it just sounds like, oh, good genetics.
Family lineage would be more appropriate, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who cares? All right. So
Benedictus family is an amazing. Okay, there we go.
there you go. So yes, the message, which is all shared with all of you, I believe.
It's too small for me to read.
You click on it.
Okay.
How about that?
Can someone read it out loud?
Sure. Brother,
Oh,
I have gazed into the abyss to find the answers you seek, and was horrified to find something great and terrible gazing back at me.
That sounds familiar.
I believe it was a Chardalon. I believe he yet lives. I dare not say how or where. This information must be kept hidden from the disciples. The cat would certainly slaughter us all if he suspected we had something to do with this. However, this is good news. If I can find a tether to a Chardalon's hiding place, I should be able to commune with him, terrifying as the prospect may be. Perhaps he will be able to provide the answers you seek. Through my studies, I have found that 3 such tethers exist. One, ironically enough, is possessed by the disciples, though I do not believe they are yet aware. Another is well guarded on the plane of energy, and I do not believe it can be retrieved by any mortal, even one as powerful as you. The last one, however, is an artifact, likely possessed by a Chardalon's faithful hound, Golthius. You remember the fellow, I'm sure. However, I do not believe he is still residing in Nightfang Spire. It seems he has relocated to that old citadel that fell into the fissure created by Did during her final battle with a Chardalon. Slay the vampire. You'll probably be doing the pathetic lackey a favor. Once he is staked, find where he hid the artifact. You know which one. It was said to be a Chardalon's trump card. If your mission is successful, do not under any circumstances use the artifact. It is true that it may bring great fortune, but it can also deal terrible consequences just as easily. What's more, if you use it, it will vanish and relocate to a random unknown location where even I cannot find it. Bring me the artifact and I will attempt to commune with our ancestor. Just know that one
It
day
was the
I will
deck of
ask a
many
favor
things.
in return. Your sister, Olieva Narcissima.
Oh my
We
god!
done fucked up,
It
guys.
was the deck of
Fucked up
anything.
so bad! We made a fucking castle with the fucking...
Chardalon gave us a castle, guys.
It's like...
No.
That's like
no.
if Bilbo had picked up the Ring of Power and like given it to him, like married someone and given it to his wife, and she had like just like given it to her child.
If Bilbo pawned it for a
Pawned
house.
it for a house, yes. Yeah. Or like a child like swallowed it or something. Like, oh my god!
Yep.
Wow. It's
So-
gone now.
So the deck exists. It just vanished into a random location.
Yep.
Oh
you
my
look like
god.
really intimidated.
The deck is.
And what's like, what, creepy lady?
You should see yourself in the mirror. Where's my sister?
How the fuck should I know? Besides, I don't think she wants to talk to you.
Of course she wants to talk to me. We love each other.
I ride by Nuria. Does Nuria wish to speak to Dodeka?
No, she does not wish
I'm
to
not
speak.
Dodeka, I'm Undeka.
I mean, does Dodeka wish to speak to Undeka?
No, she would
I
rather,
asked Nuria.
Yeah, she would rather not speak with that harpy.
Oh, shit!
Oh, shots fired.
Lots of sick birds
Undeka
today.
worked an eyebrow at her.
Nuria,
Anyway.
just fiery glare back.
Well, then I'll just have to ask the king where her room is. I'm sure she's just hiding in her room.
She totally is.
Nuria just stares at her. She doesn't say anything.
Ursa's just like leaning against a wall, watching all of this with a kind of like baffled stare. Like, what?
Wasn't there another one of you, hotheads here? Girl, very-
Excuse me?
Well, never asked about that.
Where?
Sid
Oh.
runs out into the ballroom like, did somebody ask about me?
Darling! You look both friendly and, persevering.
You look demure and horrifying, and I love it.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're going to get along splendidly. Do you want to go find the king?
Yes! Why?
So he can tell me where his sister's room is, because neither of these two imbeciles
Oh, I know
will
where she
do.
is.
No,
Oh, really?
What? What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
I don't think Sid was informed.
no,
Nope.
probably not. So, no, it totally
This
makes
is-
sense.
Yes, she's over in the guest rooms. Follow me. Dum dum dum. Walks through the drawing room. Hi, Mr. Umberwood. Dum de dum de dum de dum.
Oh my
Knock knock knock.
Benedictus is going to go
Dodeka.
lacquer some rocking horses.
Dodeka sighs. She's like, go away, Sid.
But your sister's here, and she wants to talk to you.
Dodeka, open the door.
Oh god, no.
Yes.
Which is the
Why?
only
Because I
sister
said
who's going
so.
to be here.
Because I'm your sister and I said so.
I don't even listen to Mother anymore. What makes you think I'll listen to you?
She can feel her stare coming through the door.
Fine, fine. We might as well get this out before dinner. She unlocks the
Thank
door.
you, darling. You were immensely helpful. Now, go serve that man more alcohol. I'm sure that's something he wants.
Absolutely. Alcohol.
I like
Dodeka's
her.
sulking on the bed.
She's biddable.
She's kind of melodramatic, and she doesn't have pigtails on.
You don't have. Oh.
Why are you clapping?
You look beautiful.
Aww.
I really? You,
Yes.
You mean this?
Yes. I mean, it's bright, but tasteful.
Dodeka's like really surprised, and she's like, thank you, I guess.
Or it could just be I'm buttering you up because I want something from you.
Ugh, of course. I'm mad at you, you know.
Yes, and that's wonderful, but I forget. Did Amanda get the message that we just all read, or does she not even know about it?
She
yet?
hasn't yet.
You do realize that there's important code work due to that job that you attempted to give me, even though you're younger than me, and therefore you shouldn't be giving me any type of job.
I know.
And
I
here you
know.
are hiding in your room because of some boy.
Well,
Uh-oh.
what was that? You cut out.
Oh. Here's like, and here you are hiding in your room because of some boy who is very, very nice, I must say. Quite a gentleman.
Oh my god.
But then an angry look on her face, and she just puffs, and she's like in the corner facing the wall.
You are a
sitting down.
Narcissima. When has a Narcissima ever hidden in her room because she didn't get her way? You're a woman.
Dodeka's just like, always. I never get my way. I've never gotten my way.
Well-
Throughout my entire life, it's everyone else's way, never mine.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. You can either come out and join the land of the living, though, frankly, I do agree that crypts are much nicer. And so does Dawson sometimes.
Stop! Stop! Just stop!
But, hear me out. Or, you can come out and fight for him. Genteelly, obviously.
Well, unlike you, when my sister shows interest in someone, I don't interfere.
Did you ever see me show interest in him? Or maybe you're
You're
just
here
imagining.
with him.
Perhaps it was just convenient. Perhaps I was just trying to do you a favor by bringing the man you like to the ball so that, in case you were too embarrassed to ask him. You are my little sister.
Dodeka looks
Or maybe I just wanted to show off our wonderful relationship to you. You'll never know if you stay in this room hiding and pouting. And besides, you took all that effort to make yourself look so gorgeous. And you're just going to waste it in here in this very... I'm sorry, but have you noticed these guest rooms are bland?
Yes, they are.
Guest.
Ah.
Quick way was decorating.
Quinn was a bitch.
Yes, but she had faith.
Quirks and eyebrow.
But, I mean, relative good taste. A little gaudy,
only in
like mother.
lingerie.
What'd you
So-
say? Sorry.
I said only in lingerie.
Oh, true.
So come on out and get this information that you sent us, that you've been trying so hard and writing so many long, inappropriately long letters for.
Long? I was trying to
Very
keep them
long.
short.
No.
And just so I'm sure, I'm not going to give too much. Erica, you did read the part in the crypt with Undeka?
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
what?
Did you read the last part of the thing I sent you, where she found something in the crypt?
Right, no, you said I thought you said it at the end that she hasn't sent it, that she may or may not have shared it with Dawson. That was
Yeah,
the only
I
thing
know.
that was on.
I was leaving that up to you. I just wanted to make sure that you had read that part. I just wanted to be clear on that. Okay.
I'm just going to say that I haven't told Dawson because I'm trying to figure out what's going on first.
Okay.
But given the choice, I'm going to tell my sister first.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But she needs to know the information before I can tell her.
Of course. All right. I just wanted to be clear on that.
I'm trying to get her out of her room. Get out of your room.
So Dodeka says, fine. Fine?
Besides, I'm not
Fine.
facing Mother alone.
Oh, God.
She's been clingy since.
Of course she has. I'm half expecting her to try to teleport me home.
Oh, she's tried. I've been distracting her.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Ugh. Why do you have to be so infuriatingly nice?
Why you gotta be so rude?
No.
Smirks and says, and just says, "Oh, because Dawson likes that in women."
Fine, where's that stupid letter? She just walks out.
All right, so we're going back to the ballroom. Now it's someone else's turn.
All right, what are Nuria and Pennington doing in the drawing room?
Making out.
Oh wait, we have to see them.
I was like,
Well, this is
Sid,
interesting.
are you serving my father copious amounts of alcohol?
You also see that Sid has been drinking copious amounts of alcohol.
Oh, God.
Oh no, drunk Sid! Hide! Hide, Nuria, hide!
Justice, can we walk in here? I don't think this is appropriate for dinner.
That's fine. We don't need to go to dinner. We're just gonna stay here in the cool room.
We can probably just
We're in the
leave
cool
it
room.
Yes, stay here in the cool room. That's great. Please do
Dawson's
that.
in the hot room.
Woo!
You know, you kind of look like Pennington.
Do not sleep with my father! Pennington comes in.
It's a good thing he said that. I was totally planning that.
Benedictus is just standing in the foyer, just not being party to any of this.
Ursa's over in this corner over here, just kind of like facing the wall, ignoring people.
Listening to the festivities.
Dodeka's looking
Yes.
for whoever has letter.
That's the plan.
At this point, I think probably Nuria has a letter.
Yeah, and she'll give it to Dodeka.
I'm gonna go find
Alright.
Dawson.
All right. Do you
Dodeka
want-
reads it.
Yep.
Dodeka realizes it with the deck of many things. Dodeka's like, I think I need to hide in my room for the rest of the night now.
Nuria grabs her arm and she's like, no. We need to stay out here. Don't worry. I can help. I've already helped. And she whispers, I set Dawson's clothes on fire.
Dodeka looks shocked. She's like, why would you do that? She's like, Nuria, I appreciate the sentiment, but my goodness.
When you hear a shout from the library, oh my gosh, Dawson!
Dawson. Actually, his coat. Like this happened a while ago.
Yeah.
So like basically you just see him sitting in a chair reading, and next to him is a half-burnt coat just sitting on the table.
Did one of the ladies, quote unquote, take a dislike to you, dear?
I guess so. But I've decided not to get involved in drama this evening. So I'm just sitting here reading.
Oh,
Wow.
darling, you're in a Narcissima family dinner. You can't avoid drama.
Oh, why did I agree to come to this?
I don't know. Why did you agree to come to this?
Because I wanted to pass along information to Dodeka, I guess?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well, then why don't you come
It seemed like a
and-
good idea at the time.
As do many things. Look, if you get through tonight with class, I will introduce you to a new crypt that no human has ever explored.
Ooh. What family?
Name some obscurely cool.
Dark magic,
historical
dark magics.
The Dark
The
Magics.
dark magic.
Dark magic.
Oh god, I wanted to make an innuendo right there so bad.
Oh god.
Has ever explored.
Oh god, no. Oh no.
I'd be like, you're so cute when you don't get innuendos.
He's just sort of like, oh wow, the Dark Magics? I would totally want to know everything about that crypt.
Yeah, you'll learn a lot.
Did you know there haven't been Dark Magics in Greyhawk City for centuries? And he just keeps blathering on for a few minutes until you stop him.
I was like, put like 2 fingers on his mouth. I know. I run the necropolis, remember?
Oh right, sorry. I just get going sometimes.
I know, and it's cute. Now
Aw.
come out. Now come out with me and act really adorable.
Oh
I
God.
don't know how to do that, but I guess I'll
It's
try.
okay. Yep, just try.
Okay, whatever.
We're gonna.
Kirby.
This is gonna make your brother turn purple. I think.
Okay.
It'll be
Okay, alright. But don't expect me to, we did agree to a truce thingy, so I won't take things too far.
Oh, but won't it be fun to watch him try so hard not to get mad?
I mean, I have my problems with Pennington, but I don't enjoy seeing him suffer.
Aw.
Really?
Aw.
Oh, you're definitely not a narcissist.
I think I'm happy about that.
Mm.
Anyway,
Well, let's get back to the ballroom.
right. He does
He's that
kind of
cute.
try to look a little bit cute. He's like kind of smiling curtly. I don't know. But that
I know, it's just
he
funny.
also looks vaguely in pain. And Nuria would notice that he's no longer wearing his coat.
Nuria is very happy about that. And then she like elbows Dodeka and she see?
Oh, Dawson, tell me more about
All
dark
I see
magic.
is my sister trying to torture me.
I thought you set all of his clothes on fire. I thought he was going to come out here buck naked and screaming.
No, I didn't want to do that. Maybe I did and we hoped it would just keep going, but he must have figured it out.
Yeah, maybe from the hotness.
Nuria doesn't care.
Calcrix is just like, what is going on?
Yeah, we got to get Ursa into this too. She's
Yeah.
just kind of standing in the corner.
Because she's
With
like,
Tommy.
I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with any of this.
You're just hanging out with Sami. Sami seems to not want anything to do with this.
They're just like silently standing in the
Yeah.
corner, drinking heavily.
Meepo and Calcrix join the party.
Ursa just has this like 1,000-yard stare. Like,
Wait. Meepo's here?
Yeah.
He's dapper.
Pennington grabs a drink from Sid and brings it to Benedictus. Be like, you're gonna hang all night in the foyer, you might as well stop drinking.
Yeah. I want to be as alert as possible, but I don't think anyone should deal with this many Narcissima, so we're...
So the
Excuse me.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh.
I can disturb it to the force.
Ursa,
You are in the
Ursa
foyer.
shudders.
Yeah, the foyer is kind of where people enter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, I look at...
My
and I
lord!
say,
My lord,
"Stand by
my
my
lady.
state."
He bows very deeply.
Okay. You're like,
I am humbled by your presence.
Yes, I'm sure. I assume, are we, I guess we're not the first ones here. Where is King
No.
Shin? He should be here. Why did he send his servants to greet us?
Oh, servants. No, I just figured, the head of the Church of Palor is usually at these gatherings. I just
Wait, hold on.
make sure everything was standing the same.
Benedictus? What happened to your arms?
Oh, right. They're made of magic now, aren't they?
Good lord.
Mutilate. Oh dear.
And Pennington, you're dressed so normally.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes. Well, you both cleaned up very well. Thank you very much. He pats both of you on the cheek. Now I must go find the king. And meanwhile, Pavin's just sort of like monocle. And he just walks and follows Nola. And they both find their way to the master bedroom.
Peasants.
And they just sort of
Whoa.
ignore Undeka and Dawson.
That's fine.
He goes to Dodeka really quick. He's like, your father's not going to arrest me, right? He was going to arrest me. I just remembered that.
He can't arrest you here.
It's outside of his jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. He can't have you arrested here. He has no power here.
Gandalf the Grey.
Ursa,
Yeah, no. So calm down. You're fine.
I thought he was going to break out little handcuffs with monocles on them.
Dodeka laughs at this. She's like, that would be a sight to see.
Monocuff.
Monocuffs.
You know what? No, trying to be sneaky and listening in on their conversation would be a terrible idea. They're the sneakiest sneakers that ever sneaked.
yep.
You should ask the sneaky person in our party to sneak that.
I may suggest it to Pennington.
Alright.
Oh, I do wish I knew what my parents were talking about with that idiot king.
Oh, let's see. Pennington's like, why not?
Why not
Oh,
what?
mother-
Sneak.
Oh, you're gonna do a sneaking check?
I'll try.
You did sneak into the mansion with nobody noticing.
That one
Oh,
time.
they weren't paying attention. The issue. I have a feeling that Monocle is able to like see things. Like,
that is generally the point.
invisible things.
No, we understood what you mean. It's just funny the way you said it. I think that monocle's used to see things.
All right, Pennington. I'm trying to see. Do you think I should waste the spell, or should I just try a stealth check?
It's up to you. It's your character. I will point this
Yeah,
out. You have no idea how to get into that bedroom.
Oh, that's right.
Because as far as you can tell, there's no entrance to that tower.
Ursa's willing to punch a hole in the wall. She's in a very
No, we
punchy
tried
mood.
that once. It didn't work well.
We disturbed the dwarves' rest.
All right, so just get into the room next door. He will. And there's no like audible things if I snuck into like the lounge.
No.
Okay.
But
Don't
yeah.
go into.
Are you going
Quinn.
into the lounge? So you go into the lounge, right?
Oh
Alright.
wait, I can't because of the stupid old magic mouth.
You can't go into Quinquay's room.
The lounge is not Quinquay's room.
Is Vizini in Quinquay's room?
I think we just left him there by accident. It's fine. But no,
know, he
go, roll a perception check while in the lounge.
Yep.
Okay, you don't notice anything. But no, you can't hear anything either.
Well, remember the whole conversation about learning a spell retroactively? I might have tried to learn clairvoyance. So let me see.
Sure.
I will actually be right back.
What do I have to roll for that?
Let me look it up real quick. Clairvoyance.
All around me are familiar
That's the
faces.
third one you want to do.
It's a 3rd level spell? Alright, well, give me a minute here. Magic.
We don't really have
spells.
anything else.
Writing a new spell into the spellbook. Spell copied from another spellbook. Roll a spellcraft check, please. All right. You now know clairvoyance, or in clairaudience clairvoyance.
Oh, let's see.
It was just that easy. I added a 10 to the DC because of, how fucking weird Novem's spellbook is. But
Yeah.
even then, the DC was 28, so you made it.
Awesome. You ever see a distance? Okay, I'm gonna cast it into that room.
And it fails.
Oh, lovely.
Sorry, but the king of a nation, the king of a sovereign nation would probably have wards against divination scrying stuff in his master bedroom. Sorry.
Well,
It is a shame. Like, the thing I think, one of the things
he
that
likes
frustrates...
it when people watch.
Well,
Oh my God.
maybe he can turn it off.
Well, I'm sure Quinquay liked it when people watched.
Or
Hort. No. The thing is, this is actually a slight pet peeve of mine when it comes to D&D and Pathfinders. Most of the fun divination-type spells are easily blocked by anyone who matters. It's kind of
That is
like...
true.
It's kind of like the whole, Jedi mind trick thing. It's like, that shit is so cool, but it only works on people who don't matter.
Yeah.
it is one of the frustrating things about that kind of thing in D&D. It's like the only spells that are likely to work on certain things are like really. I mean, I'm not saying like the thing is if you're trying to do this on just some guy who like ran a tavern or something like that, or even like maybe just a lower level noble, it probably would have worked. But this is a fucking king in his master bedroom, and he's fucking wealthy, so of course he can afford things to block scrying. So yeah, it sucks like that. So I do apologize. Anyway, do you do anything else?
He goes by Undeka. It's like, you happen to have any sort of spells that might come in handy to listen to your dear parents and their horrible scheming ways?
Do I?
Dodeka, Undeka. I just had this up. Why did I close it?
I have a crossbow.
Yeah, she has Sentry Skull, which is good for like guarding her own, like Yeah, a little bit of flavor that I don't remember if I ever actually told Erica was that she likes to set up Sentry Skull outside of her room, both to like terrify her family and also because it allows her to check to see if anyone tries to sneak into her room.
Well, of course I do. Have you met my brothers? Have you met my sisters? Have you met my mother?
I mean, she can use knock to get inside a locked area.
I don't know if we want to go stumbling in and seeing what my mother, my father, and the king are doing in his bedroom.
I very much doubt that lock would work on an invisible or whatever type contraption that's preventing us from going in. Because we know there's probably one there, we just can't find it.
Pennington, you do know that I'm carrying a crossbow, and yet, look at my dress.
Yes.
I'm amazing.
Yes. Obviously not that amazing, or you'd be able to get in there. Or at least find something out.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
She gives him a look.
Yes.
How have you, looks at Dawson, how have you not killed him yet?
Not saying anything.
Brotherly pact. Oh.
Oh, sorry. She looks at Dodeka. Are you sure this is the type of?
Sorry.
Dodeka just goes bright red. What?
I didn't hear that. It kind of went.
Oh, I said, are you sure this is the type of family you want to marry into? A drunkard,
and Dawson,
an asshole, and Dawson.
Dawson's like, wait, Dodeka, are you with Pennington?
Dodeka just goes bright way. No.
Pennington overhears this, and he's like, he'd be like, well, I could
No!
off and make him horribly jealous.
No.
We like
She sees Pennington walk over. She just points at him and just no.
He's like, I'm really, really confused. Because I thought that you weren't interested in me.
Wait, he said that you thought I wasn't?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, we were talking about a date, but then you always kind of moved it off and then
No, that was
put
out
it
of
off.
Pat. I didn't hear.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And
Yeah.
then on top of that, she sent her sister.
Yeah. Like, the signals I was getting was that you weren't interested, and now I'm
No,
getting
doesn't
like
it
you're
seem
upset?
I know, doesn't it?
Dodeka's like-
Feels weird.
Dodeka just looks at Undeka and she's like, "You need to stop messing with me and him and you." She points at Pennington. Go away.
Oh, Penny, darling, come with me. Grabs them.
Dawson is just...
Let's leave these two interesting individuals alone.
Dawson just sort of... Yeah, sorry.
As she goes off, she pats Dawson on the cheek and says, "Be nice to her."
I joined the stand on the wall and facepalm party.
Welcome.
It's the
Meepo
only
is like,
option at
hey,
this point.
Meepo's like, hey, let's go check out that pool.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that right now.
That sounds rad.
Nuria just stands aside, but she's gonna stay.
You need to talk.
All right.
Somewhere where
I
people are.
okay, fine. I guess. There's fuck. I don't know. Library.
Sounds great.
Okay. Don't.
Now you're gonna, and then they walk awkwardly right past Pennington and me.
Hi
care.
again.
Stumbled across the dining room.
Who designed this place?
Obviously, my whore sister.
We both wave.
We do the play.
So Dawson's like, okay, so I mean, I tried not to make things weird, but like I just sort of assumed that you were, busy with your Apple Core thing and that you didn't really have time for a relationship.
She takes a deep breath. And she says, I like you. I do. And I'm not good at this sort of thing because I've never done it before. And yes, I am very busy with Apple Core, and that makes for little time for other things, but that doesn't mean I still don't like, it doesn't mean I don't like you. And you came with my sister, and what was I supposed to think?
Well, I mean, I just was, I came because I wanted to communicate the letter to you without having to code it, and maybe I wanted to see you again, and it seemed like a good opportunity for that. And also, she clearly didn't want to go alone. I mean, have you seen the way she is about your family? I mean, we've become pretty good friends since we started working together on this thing. So, yeah, it seemed like
She's the first girl that she's the first girl I met who really understands cryptic ruins.
she's the first girl I've known who understands cryptic ruins really, really well. And but yeah, she's as weird and dark and scary as she can be. She's a good person, and she's a good listener sometimes too. So. Yeah, I mean, I was okay with coming here, but I don't think I'm interested like that with her. If that's what you were worried about.
Dodeka's just blushing, and she's looking down, and she's fiddling with her hair, and she's just like, that is kind of what I thought, I guess.
Alright, well... So, I mean, when you were asking me to this ball, you were actually asking me to the ball?
Yes.
Okay. So, that explains a lot. And
Yes, it does.
I apologize for not picking up on that.
And she's like, well, it seems there have been a lot of miscommunications around lately, and it's all a mess. I'm terrible at things like this. I really am.
I'm not very good at it either, so there's that.
Well, if you're not here with my sister in that way, would you care to... She's like all red, and she's like, manages to get out. Would you go to the ball with me then, in that way?
If you still want me to be here after all this.
Well, I can't blame you for misunderstanding.
Although
and
he kind of looks to the side. He's like, but I have to ask, given how important things are right now, why exactly are you guys spending time on this, of all things?
We don't have a choice.
I see.
Let me just enlighten you with the details. We were pursuing the cat in the king's airship. Well, we don't know.
Does he know who the cat is?
He does not know who the cat is.
Okay.
Pursuing a
She's like,
cat.
you know what? Let me start over. My sister and my brother were attacked. They were killed, and we needed to get to the bottom of this. We needed to make sure that my other two sisters, one of which was traveling, were okay. And so the king lent us his airship, to which we were attacked by a very, very powerful druid known as the Cat.
This is
who knocked
wait.
the airship out of the sky.
Is this the same cat from the message?
Yes, it is.
But that must mean he's like
Apparently, he's
really,
constantly
really, really
born.
old.
Apparently, he's special. He, apparently...
You went robot.
Oh. She says, apparently, he constantly gets reborn. Whereas all the other druids who are followers of Did merely pass on their titles to others.
So that's the disciples.
Yes.
Okay. Now that all makes a lot more sense. Why did the disciples want your family dead? Is it because it's a Chardalon thing?
Well, apparently my father did something to cause them to want to end our line rather swiftly. What it is, I don't know. But they say they've also been receiving threats from one of my siblings who is apparently a Chardalon follower.
Okay. That's
So,
fantabulous.
yes, so there's that. The reason why we're here, getting sidetracked, is because,
You want to figure out which sibling?
yes, but the image crashed and we owe the king quite a lot, and he sort of
Yeah.
forced us to attend. Although he has good reason to think that one of my siblings is the one instigating the murder of the rest of us.
So wait, he's in on that too? He knows about all that?
The king?
Yeah.
Yes. He doesn't know that our ancestry is that of Chardalon.
Oh, good lord. Alright, I'm gonna get to work on decoding the next message. Because it sounds like you guys probably could use this information sooner rather than later. But, you should probably, I hope that it's helpful, and yes, of course I'll attend the ball with you tomorrow.
Yay! She gives him a hug.
That's nice. Alright, I'm gonna study now.
Is that just what he says? That's nice.
No, I said that's nice. Alright, he starts hitting the books, or scrolls, or whatever.
Hit the scrolls. Hit the scrolls.
And, yeah. So do you go back outside of the library, or what do you do?
Oh, me? Oh, I
When does the dinner start?
Later. As soon as we're done with other stuff, basically.
I find Undeka, and she's kind of smiling, and she goes, all right, I win, you win, I think we both won, something happened, things are good. Where's everyone? And then Trace magically appears.
This party has started!
Oh god.
The party don't start till I walk in.
Sorry, you broke up. You guys completely broke up.
This party has started!
Oh, hello, Trace.
Hey guys! It's been a while.
So, congratulations on coming back to life and surviving that awful attack. And
Oh, well, it happens. Sucks about our sisters, though.
Wow.
yes, I was told you wouldn't be attending. You were very upset.
Oh, well, guys gotta get over that sort of thing, right?
I guess, but I know you and Quinque were close, and well,
Well, close, using each other, same thing.
Wow.
well, that's our family in a nutshell. Good to see you're back. I know King Shen will be thrilled to see you.
Oh, he knows I'm here.
Oh, he does. Oh, good.
Yep. I mean, we're close. We're bros.
Bros. Well, it's good to see you, I guess.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go raid the kitchen. See you again.
Pennington does say, "Oh, Jess, care to duel the new head of the Church of Paylor? He's out by the pool."
I think I'm just gonna go to the kitchen. I think I'm gonna skip any duels for tonight. I don't want to show up anybody. After I thought it was very polite when I let Ursa win last time. So,
Oh.
just saying.
Oh,
So that just shakes her head.
well, you, that gracious
Hey,
deed
wait.
must not go unknown.
Wait.
I have to let her know.
Wait.
Wait.
Do you want to fight
Ursa
right now?
materializes.
Do you want to fight?
Okay,
right
Ursa
now?
is not there.
Okay, fine.
I'm sorry, but she's not there.
Yeah, but Pennington is like, oh, I'll just let her
I want to
know.
fight someone.
Yeah, you can let her know that. It's fine. I don't mind. Whatever, man. I'm just gonna go in here.
I want to fight someone. It's so much better than all of this bullshit drama.
We went to the pool.
How is the pool party going?
Pretty well.
It's
We
so
haven't
much
even
better
hot tub.
than everything else.
Yes, Meepo is very much enjoying this.
Ursa is definitely getting her fancy like not like the whole thing, but she's like dangling her feet in the water and splashing and doesn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care.
Isn't afraid of anything.
Everything's shitty.
All right.
Wow, quite the party out here.
So,
Hey.
is Dodeka out yet?
Hey, what's up with Dodeka?
Oh, I guess Undeka would follow
Dodeka's on her way.
Pennington.
No, I'm
Uh,
sorry. I
Volunteers!
wasn't asking. I'm sorry. I wasn't asking that as a DM. I was asking that as Meepo. I'm sorry. I didn't make that clear.
Oh, okay.
Yes. What's up with Dodeka?
Oh, well, I think she resolved things with other asshole person. That's regardless of the fact. I did hear something very funny from Undeka.
What
Put
is
together.
that? Yeah, sure.
Who's all in the water right now?
Meepo's in the water.
Trace? You heard something very funny from Trace?
Meepo's in the water.
Yeah.
He's like, apparently there were giant. This is Quinque's sort of mansion, and she loved to have sex here.
Ursa gets her feet out of the pool immediately.
Nuria's like, I watched Benedictus purify it. I'm good.
Yeah. Benedictus did his holy man thing.
Benedictus
Any
did.
purification here?
I've seen Quinque's closet. I took care of it.
Meepo's like, I don't know why that's such a big deal. I mean, the Citadel was literally covered in. You know what? I probably shouldn't tell you.
Oh,
In any
Please
like a
tell me
Jackson Pollock
Luminescent wasn't.
Also, guess who just joined the party? Mr. Tress, back from the dead, and apparently
Oh.
he thinks that he actually let you win the last fight. She says to
can
Ursa.
I fight him again? Is that allowed? I know this is a party/funeral, but can I fight him? I just want to
Well,
fight
you want
someone.
to have another funeral? Then certainly.
Well, I mean, what better place than at a funeral to kill someone?
I'm guessing this would be a poor idea, Ursa. I was just kind of joking.
I was joking about the death part, not so much the fighting part. I do not like all of this drama. It's really like I can't punch it.
I can't punch drama.
You
It
look
was-
ravishing in the dress.
Ew.
Ew.
I don't want to be ravishing. I want to be ravaging.
Ravishing.
Yeah. Anyway, after purifying the water, Benedictus would probably go back to waiting in the foyer
Okay.
waiting for more people to arrive.
Of course. Oh, who would do this?
Undeka will put the Trace. Bam. Undeka is apparently talking to Dawson again.
Yeah, what's Undeka doing exactly?
Oh, she just went to the library because Trace annoys the fuck out of her,
Oh, okay.
and she's kind of looking through scrolls. And at this point, she'd probably look at Dawson. She's like, "Well, I can't seem to get 2 minutes together with my sister, so I guess I'll tell you since you will probably see her or be within the springs before I am."
How much did you know about this whole her liking me thing?
Anyway, so as I was saying, Dawson,
Yes.
are we intimate?
No. Pretty sure we aren't.
Then you don't get to know everything.
Fine.
Choices. It's all about choices. Anyway,
But yeah, did you? I regarding this most recent message, Apparently the cat is still alive, and the disciples are still a thing that exists, and that's really interesting.
And
Yeah, but this artifact, do you know if there was any sign, anything? Uh-oh, everything just went weird.
Oh no!
I just lost my map. Oh, there it is again. Do you know? We have to, when we get back, we have to go check the crypt to see if we can find any evidence of this artifact that used to be there or anything like that. Because that might be important. Yes?
awesome. Listen.
Yeah.
I was about to tell you about that.
Oh, what about it?
Do you want to take note?
Yes, he says, taking out his notebook.
So,
Although he takes the notebook out of his coat pocket and realizes it's a bit singed, but whatever.
I was going to tell that my sister first, but again, you'll probably be within ear whispering distance where I am.
Okay. Maybe we should go grab her. I don't think she's busy with anything at the moment.
She's with Trace.
Like I said, I don't think she's busy with anything at the moment.
Well, and Trace is like an older, disgustinger version of Pennington.
Ugh. Well, we could just distract him with something shiny.
Look, let me just tell you what needs to be done before my parents interrupt us.
Okay.
They won't pay attention to you. You're very normal.
Well, that's good, I think.
Yes, it's very good. Anyway, it's probably what's going to keep you alive this weekend.
Good.
So I'm trying to think. Was I wandering around the crypts? I was doing some extra research on the Narcissa crypts, and guess who I ran into?
You ran into somebody in the crypts?
I know, and it wasn't you.
What?
Strange, right?
How did anyone else get in there?
Well, that's a question for another day now, isn't it?
I
But guess who or what it was?
The cat?
No, that would be very interesting. This was only a little interesting.
Oh, I don't know. Who would it be?
Golthius.
What?
What?
But he's supposed to be in the Nightfang Spire, isn't he?
I told you it was a little interesting.
Well, now we know what was on that pedestal and what Golthius was looking for and what the Decimate things is all about, and everything makes sense.
I mean, I
Yay!
guess it's good we used it because it's not fucking dead.
Fortunately, none of you know this except Dawson, so you better hope he survives long enough to share it with you.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Dawson is... No, I'm just kidding.
Suddenly Dawson
Anyway,
spontaneously
Undeka
combusts.
goes on to tell him all about he tried to spell her, and then she shot him up. Well, first she shot him up with lightning, and then he tried to spell her, and then she stopped him in his tracks and smirked and was about to put him in her thrall, and then he teleported out of the crypt.
That's not possible. You can't teleport out of the crypt.
Well, apparently, if you're a vampire lackey of our Sharon, you can.
Or Shadowlon.
Our Shadowlon, whatever his name is. You can. Of an ancient evil dragon lord, you can.
Good God.
That is really the most interesting.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner? You got attacked by a vampire in the crypt and you just decided not to tell me about this until now?
Dawson,
Yes?
you're at a party funeral. I had to get dressed. But besides, considering it happened in my family crypt, I thought I'd try and keep it in the family first. And I didn't know that you and Dodeka were having love troubles.
Look,
I mean, I almost thought you were interested in me.
well,
So I wonder if I can sue for breach of promise.
what? No, wait. You're just fucking with me, aren't you?
She's just kind of smiles.
All right, well...
I do admit that even though you're not my type, I do love the way you annotate.
Well, that's lovely. All right, look, I could probably distract Trace from what I understand about him. then you can go talk to Dodeka and I guess maybe her friends. They might want to know about this too.
Good luck.
All right.
You might make, just warning you, you might make a best friend forever.
Oh no.
Forever. We live a long time.
All right. Well,
Off you go.
he goes and he walks in, and immediately he steps in and he's like, "Hey, I know." Trace is like, "Hey, I know this guy. He works at the library near where we live."
Yes, and he's Pennington's brother.
No fucking way.
And he's attending the ball with me.
Undeka like beckons to Dodeka.
And Undeka needs to talk to me. I'll leave you two at it.
But
And before she goes, she looks at Dawson and says, "I'm sorry."
he's like, "I know."
Let's
right.
go into the observatory. I want a few more walls between us and there.
Oh, I like that.
All right. So, in the observatory is actually quite breathtaking. It's just this really gorgeous view of the sky,
There's so much
magically
life
enhanced
in
to
here.
sort of fill the room.
There's so much life in here. It's depressing.
She's like, "You would say that."
Yeah,
I find it-
Undeka sits in the shade, the shade of the darkest shade of the biggest tree.
Yes, you
From
need to
here, I
talk-
have something to tell you, and then we can switch to someone else if you want instead of
Okay.
me going.
Benedictus,
Yeah.
Unis has showed up.
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Unis, have I?
I
You
guess
saw him
not.
once. During Septimus's funeral, they were introduced to everyone except Sexta, but they didn't really talk.
Yeah. I don't believe I've spoken to him.
Perhaps not. He's like,
Fair.
yes, I believe I've seen you. I saw you during Septim's funeral, but I don't believe we've actually had the pleasure to meet. I am Unis Narcissima. I'm the eldest.
Yes. Let's hope we don't make a habit of meeting at funerals.
Well, I'm very busy.
You're at the university in Greyhawk, correct?
Well, yes, I actually am currently the dean.
Yeah. I haven't had much opportunity for proper schooling, but I'm sure some of my compatriots would be more than happy to speak with you on academic matters.
If you don't mind, may I look at your arms? They're very intriguing.
Yes, you may. I hold out my arms.
I did not know that such craftwork was possible. You must have a very hearty constitution.
Yeah, it was a little bit painful, but worth it. I punch things really well now.
That's wonderful. It actually reminds me of something that a colleague of mine is working on. He calls it a war forged.
Oh God.
Yes!
Tell me more about this interesting subject of which I know nothing.
Yes, it's actually an entire being constructed of similar materials to your arms. It's very, very intriguing. I personally don't think he'll succeed, but it is still very interesting work.
These
I make casual
What are
small
these
talk with him while
phones?
detecting evil and sense motiving everything he says.
Go ahead and roll him. Well, the detect
Well-
evil, he's not evil, but go ahead and roll
Yeah,
the
I
sense
figured.
bonus.
Yeah. Basically, I want to know if... I don't know. Is he feeling any pressure being here?
Nope, apparently not.
Fair enough.
At least not from you. I mean, he has no reason to feel like you're suspecting him of anything.
Well, I'm talk for academics for a while, and then I kind of try to shift the conversation to the Narcissima family. I say, Undeka and Dodeka are here. I believe Trace just arrived, and your parents are here.
Hashtag weird things always happen. Sorry. I couldn't help. Sorry, say that again?
Oh, I was basically telling him which of the Narcissimas had already arrived.
Oh, my mother and father are already here. That's lovely. They've been out of sorts since,
Yeah.
well,
They're in the king's bedroom together. They're in the king's bedroom together.
No, I'm not awkwarding it up with the guy I've barely met. I say,
Take him out to dinner.
I can understand they would be disturbed by their loss. Your father, well, he doesn't seem to be the biggest fan of myself and my compatriots.
Oh, well.
Barely says a word to me.
he doesn't really like much of anything, to be perfectly honest. Oh well. We just try to do our best to not upset him, and that's usually the best we can hope for.
Fair enough. He's
Tekka's good at it.
I mean, just between you and I, because you seem like a very trustworthy individual, mostly because, you know, you're kind of a religious leader. I feel like I can trust you. Our parents mostly married out of political convenience.
I can see it. They're perhaps not a natural match.
Well,
but,
at least not personality-wise. They hardly get along very well as actual people, but, well, they did have 12 children together.
Take some perseverance.
That's a very hearty constitution. In any case,
This conversation got really weird.
Unis is a very strange person. Nothing really phases him too much, it seems. He's kind of immune to awkwardness, probably from having lived the longest with this family.
Oh god. Poor guy.
Do they have autism in D&D?
No, not that I'm aware, but if they do, Unis probably wishes he had it.
Fair enough.
All right. So, yes, and then as soon as he, in the middle of the conversation, another person walks into the foyer. It would be
Dun, 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 dun.
Duos.
Dos!
And then Unis is like, oh dear. Oh dear. I believe I'm going to go into the library. Like, Duos is like, hey, Unis! He's like, hi, Duos, bye.
When it just takes off.
Yeah.
What?
I haven't spoken to Duos later, but I think Pennington has. So,
Yep, Pennington has studied under him a little bit.
and he's apparently here, so I'll let Pennington handle this one.
Like, Pennington, it's been a while since you've been to class. I assume you've just been very busy.
Yes, I took a leave of absence, very long leave of absence for academic expansion.
It's interesting, though, because I don't know if you're aware of this, but another Umberwood has just started enrolling in the younger classes recently. I don't know. I don't know if she's
Dawson?
related to you, though. Her name's Annabelle.
My sister.
Oh, good. I knew you were related. I just had that feeling.
She's gorgeous.
Sorry?
Is she taking a liking to magic?
I mean, she's only dabbling at the moment, but she seems to show pretty good aptitude for her age.
Like sister, like brother.
I suppose. I actually didn't... Yeah, sorry?
How are things? I mean, condolences on the deaths. in the
Oh,
family.
well, they do happen. It is a bit shocking, honestly, but, you know, come to think of it, I can't think of any... You know, I did always find it strange as a kid whenever some of my aunts and grandmothers would die, they wouldn't be resurrected, even if they died suddenly younger than their time. Maybe this is just a thing with our family that no one really talks about.
That is a rather sobering thought.
Oh God.
What?
I just thought of the obvious alternative to why no one wants to come back from resurrection, especially female Narcissimas. A Chardalon wants them / needs them for something and decides to keep them. It's not that they don't want to come back, it's that they can't.
You didn't think of
You
this
didn't?
before.
You didn't
That
go
was
No.
like
on
my
that?
first thought.
Oh yeah, that
was like
that was my first thought that Chardalon was
Yeah.
just like pocket.
Well, no, a Chardalon seemed okay with giving Undeka back, so...
I was a baby.
Also because probably Undeka was more useful in this plane of existence.
Existence.
How did I only just put this together?
I don't know. Benedictus is not that intelligent. But yes, Duos is like, well, you know, I'm sorry, this is probably boring you.
No.
You're fascinating.
It's always good to contemplate on these type of things.
Hey, you know, it is a party. Are there drinks? Come on,
Yeah,
you can tell
drinks. Plenty of drinks in the other. Actually, let me get you a drink. There's.
You don't need to go in there.
The door opens. It is like
Oh god.
Duos is like, oh man, it's a party. And he actually goes into the drawing room and starts socializing with the other drunkards.
I'd be like,
Hi, you have such a cool hat on.
Oh, you know, they make me wear it.
oh, dear, pardon me. I don't know these people. That's
lovely.
The room.
All right.
Do you want to know all about Pennington? I also sing.
I guess, sure, why not? All right.
Let me do it.
I think that's everyone. Let me just look through
Everyone
this.
who's showing up.
Yes.
Everyone who's alive.
Because Quattro's not showing up.
Surprise, Sexta. Wait,
None of them
Decim?
aren't showing up.
Oh,
Decim!
Decim! Thank you. I knew I forgot
I
something.
knew there was one missing. Decim needs to be there.
He shows up. Everyone always forgets me.
Decim just sort of walks in and is just sort of like, "Hey," and then just walks by. Nice arms, long.
I say, yeah, hi.
He's like, "I like you." No, you get me.
My God, please let Decim flirt with me. That would be amazing.
No,
He's taking a vow of celibacy.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Ah.
yeah.
It would still be funny, though.
Well, I might be, might be tipping my hand slightly, but Una seemed to have an interest in you.
I don't know.
Wait, you're the stealthy warrior person, right? Oh no, Septon was the stealthy one. He's dead.
He's like, Septum?
Thanks for noticing.
Pennington just walks in, says that, and then walks out.
And actually, Decim seems to be like slightly incensed by it. He's like, I am nothing like that man.
You are nothing like Septon?
Nothing like Septum at all.
Then you're dressed kind of like. Well, I guess white isn't very good color for stealth, is it?
Well, if you're in snow, but that's not my point. He. I wouldn't say this in front of my parents, but he deserved what he got.
You're in the bedroom with the king. It's okay.
He deserved. Whoa!
That fool.
I personally never liked him.
Well, good.
I personally never liked him at all. Anyhow, in fact, I really. He sent me on a mission, and he tricked me a lot, deceived me.
That sounds like him.
He was in no way an amazing rogue who I idolize in every way.
Oh, well,
He's like, why do you hate him?
Why do you think? Because he was exactly what you said. A liar, a rogue, a sneak. He killed people for profit. I mean, I do that too, but I do it honorably. I challenge them to a duel like a proper individual.
I did before it was cool.
I kill people like honorably and to their faces. So, you know.
Has Tress ever challenged you to a duel?
Oh, you actually. This is like the first time you ever heard Decim laugh. He's just sort of, oh, Trace, he believes that he taught me everything I know, and it's really kind of adorable. Well, you know, he is my older brother, so I do try to respect him a little bit, at least to his face. Thank you. I could have used something to help cheer up. I'm gonna go wait in the dining room now.
Very well.
And so he does exactly that. As soon as my mouse decides to start behaving.
I'm going to hang around the dining room.
Actually, Decim's probably gonna stay.
There's some things
like
that
knocking
Dodeka's
on
gonna
the
tell
door.
Narcissima.
Are you guys done yet?
Dodeka's gonna tell about what the cat said about one of the Narcissimas potentially being a Shadowland worshipper and threatening the druids did.
I guess everybody should start heading to the dining room.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, that's what the Narcissimas are doing. Or at least the siblings.
Well, we better hurry unless you want to sit out. You chose to sit next to. Well, I guess.
Oh God, someone's gonna have to sit next to him.
Well, she's like, we could move. You can sit next to us. Empress is like guarding over
The library.
Dawson's research or the translation he was working on or whatever.
She's sitting on it.
She's just sitting on it. She's making a nest out of it. No, she's not.
Dodeka, go tell your rude, drunken friends that it's dinner time.
I think Pennington can handle that.
Shin
I
says,
can do that.
King Shin is like, it's probably best that we leave them out.
Exactly what I've been saying.
Ooh,
from
I
the
don't want to sit
beginning.
next to Mother.
They can enjoy. They can still enjoy the ball tomorrow, but let's keep this dinner somewhat intimate.
Say, Nuria, Sami, Ursa, Beepo!
Yes, let's leave the kobold out.
Oh,
But,
Beepo.
yeah. So basically, only main Apple Core party members.
Yay.
Oh, poor
So
Sami.
Pennington goes to get them.
Soup's on.
Fries are up.
Pennington goes through walls. You're like,
Oh,
yes, dinner. Come,
oh,
one and
I'm
all.
starving. Let's go.
It's
Benedictus, you gonna take your seat?
I do warn you, it's awkward Narcissima dinner.
Yeah.
So probably not as delicious.
The necromancer next to the paladin.
She's low on the suspect list.
As far as people to sit next to, yeah.
I'm willing to suck it up for food.
Yes. I'm going to roll to see how well the kitchen cooks the food.
Ow!
I was just rolling a d20. That's not adjusted in any way. The food is actually quite superb. Why is it going weird again? There we go. It's actually quite superb despite that relatively low roll. Yes, it's very impressive appetizers at the very least. Nola, immediately before sitting down, upon seeing Dodeka, is like, "Dodeka, I'm so glad you could make it," and hugs her and kisses her on the cheek. It's like, "You must tell me all about your travels."
Yes, a lot has happened.
Now, just so I'm clear, you did send her a letter, yes?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Hold on, I just want to get that out to remember exactly what you
Pat.
did and did not tell her. What?
Just a heads up, I've got food coming, so I'll be getting up in a minute.
Okay. That's
Just-
appropriate. Let's see.
I realized the last two
Unus
sessions,
Duos,
I didn't warn you.
Decim, Undeka, King, Mother. Them and Sex are both safe, well placed.
I love this side conversation with Undeka and Benedictus.
Alright. So it says, well, you must tell me all about.
Ursa knows the word bosom.
No, it says, so tell me all about Sexta. What has she been up to?
Oh, sitting and meditating and being at peace.
Trace is like, sounds like Sexta.
That's pretty much it, really.
Unis
And
is like, I
observing
fail to see why
from
that is
afar.
funny, Trace. He's like, well, you know, she's always doing that thing where she's sitting, not doing anything. What a nerd.
She's quite nice when you ask her the meta questions first.
Yes. Benedictus was quite adamant about that.
Well,
And I did not waste my question. Thank you very much.
she's still doing that question thing. I was hoping she'd have outgrown that phase by now. She
goodness,
did the
no.
same thing to me when I first visited her. So rude.
What did
Her
you
mother.
ask?
That is none of your business.
Oh.
And in fact,
She is
very rude.
good.
I am very disappointed. Dodeka, tell your friend that I am very disappointed in him.
Oh my god.
I think he can hear you, Mother.
Well, in any case,
See, you asked. See, I asked, what is the wisest question I could ask? And then I had someone else ask the question.
well, aren't
Which
you
was
Mr.
quite
Clever?
of you.
I suppose you should be clever if you usurped my son out of his place. I'm sorry, I won't bring that up again.
That was mostly his fault.
Oh, shit!
He's a bit.
Like, Benedictus!
By the way, I've noticed he's
Remember,
not.
we have to spend a whole day with these people tomorrow.
By the way, I've noticed he's not joining us. Will he be making his presence known?
I have not heard from him since you drove him out of town.
Well, that's funny because I have.
Shit,
Mother,
you did
don't
not
you
just
think
do that. You did not just say that. Did you just say that?
Yeah.
Can Dodeka kick Benedictus from underneath the
No,
table?
Undeka kicks
No.
Benedictus from underneath the table.
There you go.
Benedictus also punches Benedictus's leg.
Ursa, snap, 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 snap.
I tried to make it a Z, but it didn't work.
Okay. She's like, what?
Mother, don't you think Undeka looks lovely?
I'm sorry. Dodeka looks lovely, yes. But what did you just say about my son?
Nuria stands up.
Oh, we had a lovely little conversation we did.
Dodeka's staring at Benedictus like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Why did he talk to you, of all people?
Damned if
They're
I know.
lovers!
Don't! Undeka, you're making it worse!
No, Pennington's gonna go with this.
Why? Why?
They did have a bit of a thing going on.
Benedictus just
No.
Benedictus
Haven,
opens his mouth and immediately closes it, and it's just like
I admit, I caught it. I caught them. Oh, it's a horrible sight.
Haven's monocle pops out.
Yes!
And you've noticed that he is missing an eye behind the monocle.
Was that?
Oh god!
Was that the case before?
Was that like that before?
Would we know that?
I actually don't remember if I told you that before.
his monocle
Oh.
has popped off once before.
It popped
know
off,
if that
and
were the
we weren't there to see it because it popped off in response to Beartopia.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah,
weren't
you weren't close
Uh,
enough that time.
It's showing.
Oh, sorry, of course. And puts the monocle back in.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, Nuria's
Deca
like,
just
oh god.
whispers to Dawson. Can if he mysteriously disappears, how terribly upset would you be?
I'm sorry, what? Say that again?
Oh, Dodeka just says to Dawson, or just whispers to Dawson, like, if Pennington just suddenly mysteriously disappears, how upset would you be?
Well, he did it once before, so, it's hard to get upset about the same thing twice.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Ming Shen, you know all about love, don't you?
Knock.
Oh.
He tries to steer the conversation away. Oh, yes, well, my beloved Quinn is passed on, but that's a great segue into something completely unrelated to what we were just talking about, which is
Yes.
Which is great.
the King Shin raises his glass and he's like, now, while this is a party, and I do hope that we all have a good time, he glares at the apple core. I would, of course, like to remind us that, especially tonight at this dinner, we are remembering those tragically lost to this family. Septum, of course. It would be unwise to completely forget him, even though he did die of unrelated circumstances. He did die recently, and Octa, of course, tragically passed away as well. And what about Pogo?
I left the door open for a minute. I just want to make sure.
Well, wouldn't the guy have noticed if a cat ran?
Yeah, I mean, I asked him, but he was distracted. Okay, she's fine.
It's fine. So he's like, yes, of course, Octa, tragically as well, and above all, Quinn, who was meant a lot to me, and I have mourned a great deal over her, but this weekend I wish to celebrate her life rather than mourn it. So I ask you all to raise a glass with me in honor of the lost Narcissimas.
Yeah.
Wait. Can I do a oh gosh, what's that check?
Bluff or
whatever.
what are you checking for?
Sense motive.
Yeah.
Sense motive?
Oh, sure, go for it.
Pennington would do that too.
Motive, just because I'm good at that.
Yeah, I have no idea how to do that, so someone do that for me.
Eric.
I'll do Undeka.
You should
Thank you.
you should read this comic Caroline linked. I'll link it to you in Skype.
Do it.
Yes.
Because this is you.
It's basically.
Yes, I give you permission to read this because it's fairly hilarious. And
I imagine it's also Alex.
Undeka rolls very, very poor sense
Yes.
motive. But
Pennington
rolls natural 20. Go ahead and roll another d20, please.
I kind of want to know if the wine's poisoned or not, as well as like what's going on. He was in the bedroom with my parents for a really long time. That's creepy.
He must be an evil one.
All right, Pennington rolled a 41 for sense motive, and Kingshin seems to be completely sincere.
Okay.
Although he's clearly also trying to derail the previous conversation.
Gotcha.
Is the wine poisoned?
The wine is not poisoned.
Thank you. Or I drink the shit.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
All right, give me just a moment here. I gotta do a thing.
Good job, Eric.
This may take a moment because I have to do a lot of rolls.
Oh no.
If you guys could roll perception as well, that'd be helpful.
All of us.
Oh,
Help everybody who's at the dinner.
rolling good on perception
See
check.
you rolling. They hating.
Trace is more perceptive than me? That sucks.
In this
Dodeka's
in this one circumstance.
I am oblivious as shit.
That's because you're next to Dawson.
That's cause I'll say it, she's distracted.
Dawson has one, like, hair fluttering out of place. You really want
I
to
want
see
so
that.
badly to fix it. So many perception checks.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people there.
Does anyone critically succeed? Anyone?
Let's see, I did Decim.
So many checks.
Okay, and Nola and Paper.
Decim is oblivious. He's just eating.
Nom 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 nom.
At least I have chicken.
Duos has one of Sid's songs stuck in his head.
And last but not least. Oh man.
Wow, Nuria had the highest
Nuria is
perception.
most perceptive. Oh dear.
Good job, Nuria. You don't see anything either.
Damn it!
Well,
Oh,
shit.
Well, shit indeed. Because the next thing that happens is
Oh no.
Paven Delafay is killed.
What?
Oh no! Papa!
Like,
Can we
okay.
draw
Like
weapons?
How did
basically,
this
What
happen?
happened?
they basically as he stands up and like he takes the wine and he sips it and then drops the glass and starts convulsing. He grabs he puts his hands on his head, starts shaking, and then just falls to the ground, bleeding from his ears.
Holy fuck.
Undeka immediately puts her wine glass down without drinking from it.
And then Nola's just sort of like,
Can I go knowledge arcana to see what might have caused that type of thing?
No.
Just size?
yes.
He just sighs.
Dodeka just stands up, is just like, Father!
What the hell just happened?
I guess the assassin must be here.
What?
Who was that? Was that?
Was
that
Nola said
How
that.
can you be so calm about this?
Well, I had my suspicions.
What?
And you didn't tell any of us? Oh, what a big surprise. You don't
Of
tell
course
us
I
anything, do you?
Of course I told King Shin. That is what the first thing that Paven and I did when we got here. Rest his soul.
No, is that the only thing you can be doing?
Now, is this the assassin that's a Narcissima, or is this a different assassin?
Lady!
Wait, you have reasons to suspect that that the assassin is a Narcissima? What gives you that impression?
I have reason.
Why
Oh,
would
wait.
one of my children want to
Did
kill
you
us?
say that out loud, Eric, or was that out of character?
No, that's out loud.
God damn it, Benedictus!
Actually, that's what I was like. Well, Sharon, damn you, Benedictus!
Hang on a minute. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Hang on.
Lady, your husband just died. What
Hold on
the
a
fuck? What's wrong with you people? You're supposed to love each other.
Let's all get back to Benedictus's gay love spree.
Your love is weird.
Can we not go back to love stories when there's a bleeding dead body in here?
Hang on. Yeah, he's just super dead. Hang on.
David attacks himself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you know what? Actually, it would be a really terrible idea for Benedictus to say that at that point. So I guess
You want to take it back?
do that.
Taylor, have some class.
Yeah, because I had a theory, but if it's wrong, then I just really screwed the pooch. So I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, then I'll let you take that back.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. So,
Well, if you had your suspicions, who do you think it is?
who? Nola? Are you
Yeah.
asking? Well, of course, it's one of those disciples.
What? What?
The disciples.
Of did, of course.
We
We're
No.
under. Oh,
That group
We
has
have
wanted our
the
family
truth.
dead for generations.
have an agreement with them.
Well,
Yes,
so you
to-
say, but of course
They
they're
could-
treacherous.
Dodeka says they specified Narcissima.
Oh.
That
Who
is
specified Narcissima?
The cat.
Oh, he put you. He told you that one of your own was trying to slaughter your family. Of course. Take.
That's not what she said, Pat. She's correcting Ursa, saying that he said that the truce with the Narcissimas.
I'm so confused.
All right, Ursa mentioned the
Last name
truce.
is-
Yeah, I said that we had an agreement with them that he wouldn't kill, that the disciples wouldn't kill anyone
Right.
until, but
they specified Narcissima. They wouldn't
Yeah.
kill any of the Narcissimas.
Yes,
That's
of
what
course.
Dodeka's referencing.
Okay. Yes. And Paven Delafay was not a Narcissima.
No, but everyone
Yes.
else that was killed was.
But they were all killed before the agreement
The
was signed.
troops.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sad. I need to make a
No one
timeline
has
for
died
myself.
since then.
King Shin, I must ask that we not let the other guests know about this. We must allow the party to continue unhindered.
Seriously?
Of course.
Of course.
Should we check the other wine? Is this poison? Was it a spell?
Yes, let's not drink the wine. That would be very unwise. Well, I suppose, if you ask me, my personal suspicion is that it's one of you lot.
Oh, of course. Why would it? Why would it?
Right. Listen, I hated that guy, but I don't murder people. I kill people. There's a difference.
Well, of course not you. You're far too blumbering to pull off what was clearly a very interesting stealth kill.
I guess Undeka's gonna go look at the body.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
Dodeka's going to go just to talk with Undeka and just be like, suspect number 1 on my list right now, Mother.
If she hasn't killed him,
Pennington goes over to King Shin. He's like, "Are you okay?"
It's like, I don't know what's scarier than the fact that someone was just killed in my dining room without leaving a trace, as far as I can tell, or the fact that Madame Narcissima is so blasé about it.
Okay, I thought I was the only sane person in the room for a second.
No, I'm sane. I'm totally sane.
Can I do a detect magic?
This family is
Yeah,
fucked
but,
up.
you know, actually, Benedictus wouldn't be particularly perturbed by this at this point. He would quickly try to determine if the wards have been disturbed.
They have not.
Okay, in that case, waiting for more information.
Oh no, I was gonna be like, what if I did? What does restore corpse do?
You could turn him into an undead.
Who's doing detect magic?
I was
I
thinking
am.
about it. Is that a good idea or a useless
I'm
idea?
just gonna say it's gonna take a while because you are in an elf king's vacation home.
Yeah. So
Just
that
like
I-
testing it.
detect magic, but we're in an elf king's dining room.
Yeah, there's lots of magic around, but it'll take you a
Dodeka
little while to
doesn't
hone
care.
in. Okay.
Yeah, Dodeka's doing it.
All right.
She's-
What does identify do? Identify just identifies stuff.
It identifies an item,
Okay.
so you know what it does.
Yeah. Roll spellcraft checks.
Do.
Meanwhile, Ursa stands up, kind of looks around, and is like kind of squinting around the room and like not really searching, but just like, all right, Cat, if you're here, if it's you doing this, listen, not cool. This is bullshit.
Not cool.
Also, just come out.
Nuria is
You guys are breaking up.
Okay.
We're breaking up.
Can
Sorry.
you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear now. Yeah.
Did you hear me before?
No, I just heard bits and pieces.
Say it again. Then.
Yeah, Ursa's like standing up and looking around. Is like, Cat, this is not cool, man. If this is you doing this, just come out, and we'll fucking deal with this. I mean,
Ursa,
This is-
not going
This
to
is-
work.
this is really close to breaking your truce.
Trace takes King Shin and is like, "We should probably go." And King Shin's like, "Yeah, this is probably not safe."
Nuria, I rolled alchemy check because Nuria's
I'm
investigating
not
the
sure if
wine.
you want Tress being your bodyguard. I say to Tress, King Shin.
King Shin's is like, "He's not my bodyguard. He's my cannon fodder."
Huh?
Oh, in that case, okay.
So yes, Trace and King Shin go away, or at least they should. If I could just get freaking grip on them.
Okay.
Ugh.
Damn, Nuria, your spellcraft check. Oh, your alchemy check.
Yeah, it's my alchemy check because she's gonna investigate the wine.
I
If it's poison,
go
she
over
got it.
to Pennington and I whisper to him, Once they've finished the autopsy, see if you can palm the monocle. We won't get away with it, but we need to know what it can do in case it can help us.
I just identify the monocle. I just cast identify on the monocle.
I will try my best. Although I believe if I am caught, that would be a very big insult to the Narcissima family,
Well,
who already don't like
stick
us.
you in jail anymore.
No.
Well, I suppose they really don't like us to begin with, so it's alright.
The monocle does not actually appear to be a specific magic item. It is actually his arcane bond.
What?
Oh.
Is what?
Arcane bond. When you're a wizard, you can either have a familiar, which is what most of them have, or an arcane bond, which is a physical object that you that kind of acts like a familiar. It's like you impart some of your magical
Okay.
abilities into it, kind of thing.
Okay. Huh.
Alright. Does Dodeka find anything with her detect magic?
Yes. I mean, you rolled spellcraft.
Yep.
From that spellcraft check, I'll say you were able to discern that the spell seems to have dealt sonic damage, which is strange because no one heard any noise.
I make mention of that out loud.
Can you silent spell Sonic?
Yes.
Dodeka,
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever not heard.
I think of it as like it's their sound waves that are beyond people's like actual like ability to hear, kind of like dog whistle, like a frequency outside of it.
Not sound. Then they're
No, it is still sound. It's just you can't hear it.
I check with Nola. I'm like, Madame Narcissima, can you actually see invisibility? Could you see if there's anything invisible attacking us?
If there is, it's very good at hiding as well.
Sound, huh?
Dodeka asks Nuria about the wine.
About the woman?
The wine, Pat.
The wine.
The wine. Oh, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Something wrong. It wasn't poisoned.
It wasn't poison.
It wasn't the wine,
Well, it
it was
could be
sonic
sound
damage,
poison.
and none of us...
Pennington asked his magical instructor. It'd be like, any opinions?
It's like,
on
well,
the sonic
yeah, I
spell?
suppose it could have been key shout. That is a very difficult spell. Very few wizards I know could do it.
Septim could, I think.
So could Sexta. But Sexta wouldn't
So
do
could-
this. Sexta
He
doesn't
just
kill anyone.
walked in and killed him with his Thoom, shouted him apart. Old friend
The dragon boy.
Narcissima is our suspect.
Oh my god.
It all makes sense!
Foos?
Ah!
Oh, God! Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dodeka talks to Unus.
Okay.
She says... She's like... This is an odd question to ask now, but there's an investigation of what, as you can see. What exactly happened to make Sexta leave?
Just once, I would like to have a dinner with my family without somebody getting murdered.
I agree,
Going to have-
wholeheartedly. Believe me, that would be nice.
I'm so
Man,
sorry,
their family's
Dodeka.
fucked up.
You really deserved a better family than this.
Oh, well, don't. I love you all dearly. I know everything is all messed up, but problems happen, I guess.
Listen, I think... What was the question?
What happened to make
Sexta leave?
Sexta leave?
Well, essentially, it was just the fact, as far as I knew, it was just that she was tired of living with this family. That she felt ashamed of us, and well, it might also have to do with well, she was researching the family history quite a bit.
Kind of like what I'm doing now.
Damn it.
Oh.
In
That's
any case,
worrisome.
why is it worrisome?
I'm researching now. What if I find what she found that causes me to leave?
I don't know. I'm actually honestly surprised you haven't yet.
She kinda did, but...
I couldn't leave the rest of you behind. What would happen?
Well, this would happen. People would get murdered, and
Exactly.
our mother would be very... well, this.
Blasé about it. Yes.
I mean, the only time I ever saw her get upset about this was when Quinn died.
Well, she was her heir, after all.
Seems like that's all she cares about.
Yes, well,
But I guess that's good for us brothers. We don't really have to worry about that, do we?
Ooh.
We're not good enough.
oh, she
Because
gives
we
him a
can't
hug.
carry on the bloodline.
She gives him a hug.
No,
She's like,
no
you're
need-
important to me.
Oh, no need for your pity, sister, though it is appreciated.
Nope, nope.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
sincere.
Amanda, you're not going to mention the fact that if we don't figure something out, that everyone's going to die.
She already sent them a letter saying that.
Yeah, she knows.
She sent all of them a letter saying that.
She sent a lot of
I
letters.
thought it was funny.
She's like, this isn't pity. This is sibling love.
Mm-hmm.
Accept it.
Well,
Accept
I
it.
suppose it's... I apologize if I'm wary of it. I don't get it very often. Except
Well-
from Duos and, well... Duos.
That's creepy.
You should have seen the look on November's face when I gave her a hug. I think she cried.
Oh, November was always very sweet. Terrifying, but sweet.
Well, unfortunately, she won't be doing divination for a while.
Did you tell him about that in the letter? I can't remember.
Wait, what?
I don't think so, actually.
He's like, what do you mean?
She saw something that scared her. That's why she left. She's saying this in a low voice just to him.
She saw something. In her
Yes.
divination.
She didn't...
If only we had her spellbook.
I know, and Dodeka doesn't know that Pennington has it!
Nope.
She's like, I know, but I imagine she probably has it with her.
Well, in any case, I believe I shall retire to my room. This is far too much excitement for me. I am getting too
Do
old for
check
this.
in! If there's an assassin on the loose, you're in danger too.
I am in no danger, I assure you.
You know, the last person of us siblings who said that ended up disintegrated.
Fair point. Still, I am not as foolish as Septim.
You're not in danger, and you will never be in danger. That's been my philosophy with Applecore, and thus far I have been fairly fit and alive.
Well,
We've
didn't
been
do very
through a
well for
lot.
Paven, did it?
Well, I didn't know if that was his philosophy or not, but all the same, you should be careful.
Yes. And at that point, there's a knock on the door.
Which one?
The front. Just to the kitchen, to the dining room.
Kitchen, the dining room.
Kitchen.
Before the
dining room.
before the doors open, Pennington does turn quickly to Dawson. It's like, how are you enjoying your first Narcissima dinner?
Dawson's like, Dawson is just speechless. He's just frozen. This is the first time he's seen a dead body since his mother, I think, probably.
Oh.
Actually, he wasn't around for that, was he?
No, he came back afterwards.
No, he came back afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's never seen a dead body, let alone see someone die in front of him. So he's just sort of like.
By the way, Undeka's prodding the body and doing Undeka's.
How many dead Narcissima? Oh, no. If we're counting Paven, I know he's isn't technically just Narcissima. That's 4, 5.
Yep.
It's 4, yeah.
4.
4 that we've seen. It's like that's 4 that we've been witnesses for.
How are you still doing this?
To stop it from happening again. He pats him on the back.
Also, he's like, by the way, your girlfriend's father just died, so you might want to say something nice to her.
I'm hanging out near Nella. I'm not talking to her quite yet.
Nella seems to be investigating the area, looking for anything suspicious or out of place. So,
T-Shout. It doesn't sound like the cat. I don't know, it doesn't sound like any of them.
Because it was silent.
What?
The knock at the door.
Doesn't sound like any of them.
Knock at the door, right.
Yes.
Who would answer? Would Nella answer it? She was
basically just eventually walks through. It's a servant. Servant is like, I don't. Where's the king? What? Oh God! What happened?
The king is in safety.
He fainted. He's pining.
He's fighting for the
Dodeka is
fjords.
just glaring at Undeka.
Pennington does. He. Oh yes, he failed.
There's
Like,
another
yeah.
guest. There's another guest at the door. They wanted to know if they could come in.
This just turned into Clue, didn't it?
Who is it?
Mr. Body? Oh!
Sexta. Holy shit.
November!
Holy shit! Dodeka, upon immediately seeing November, runs and gives her a hug.
Alright, give me just a second. My Roll20 interface is really fucked up. I need to reload this.
Holy shit! What the hell is happening?
Okay.
Well, it's good to see at least one of you again.
Because I was gonna whisper to Benedictus, like, any idea what's going on?
But,
Benedictus would say, "No, I'm surprised they went for Paven first."
I'm not. After all, he was the one that caused the druids to act
Like,
first.
you know what's going on.
Alright, so we've got all the Narcissimas save Quator. Okay, so Sexta shows up. I immediately go up to her and say, "I would like you to verify whether or not we can ask questions freely."
I am here as November's escort. I'm not here to speak to anybody.
Well, you know, this is really weird timing.
November's like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. Has Paven died yet?
Yes,
Just
father's
dropped.
dead. I'm thinking of turning him into a
He's
zombie.
like,
I
dear,
thought you weren't doing
November.
divination anymore.
Well, actually, that was Sexta.
Oh.
Yes, father's dead. I'm thinking of turning him into a zombie.
Undeka!
Yes.
Stop that, right now!
Well, how about
Now really, Undeka, go at least with, like, a ghoul.
Well, I haven't
Benedictus?
decided what type of undead I wanted to make him yet.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Aren't you happy to see me as well, November?
Oh,
Of course he likes the crazy
yes,
one.
of course. What's his name again? Sexta's like, why should I know? I've met him once.
Dodeka just whispers, it's Pennington.
Oh, Pennington,
I don't know, you're
of
the one with
course.
visions of the infinite. Both of you are the ones with visions of the infinite.
November's like, I apologize. I'm sorry. I haven't... Well, you know. I just wanted to see my family. I've missed them a bit. And I heard they were having this big ball celebration thing, and I wanted to be here. And I was sad to hear that my sisters had passed.
I thought you got scared and ran away. What scared you?
Oh, hearing that my sisters would all die.
Ah,
But it sounds like things have gotten better. Marginally.
aren't you afraid it's still going to happen? Aren't you afraid that it could happen right here?
Well, I mean, it's possible, but, you know, that's why I'm here. To help stop it. Oh, well, my dad, well, he was evil.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was evil.
Nola's like, here. Yes, he was evil. But, you know,
And
it was
as for
convenient. It
one
was convenient having a husband who was a counselor.
that-
And he was quite good in bed.
Oh.
I did not need to hear that.
Well, I think like every kid in the room just goes, ew, gross.
Oh, please.
How do you think I made you?
How do you think I made you?
That's not the point, Mother. Now, what kind of what kind of undead do you think I should make the path?
Why don't you wait until you're more skilled? Then perhaps you could turn him into something more interesting. Something intelligent.
Undeka purses her lips.
What, like a lit?
Oh, not a lich. Of course not a lich. That would be far too expensive.
You see just Benedictus quietly brimming with rage.
Except he's in the area.
No, it's just like, oh, Benedictus, don't be so uptight. We're just kidding. Well, I am. I don't know if Undeka is.
More skilled, she says, muttering under her breath.
Honestly, I'm surprised that the assassin went for him first. It's almost like it's a warning shot, practically.
Or the druids are making good on their
It's only
Creepy
because Trace is
of
with the
sorts.
king in his bedroom.
Oh, you honestly believe that the druids are going to give you 9 months? That's very precious of you, my daughter.
They're
They have-
assholes, but I don't think they're liars. At least everyone but the fox, anyway.
The fox isn't a liar.
Fox is a
she
liar.
kind of-
She's a liar.
She kind of is, Nuria.
She really...
She kind of lied to us
Well,
by
I mean,
not
she's-
telling us.
She's the most upfront liar we've ever met.
Well,
Who will be
it's just-
like, yeah, I totally lied to you guys, but whatever.
it sounds bad when you say it like that. She has imaginative truths.
Are you telling me that the fire girl with the horns has the hots for a
Well, no,
druid?
it was. Oh yeah.
To be fair, she has the hots in general.
November says,
Yes,
so, am I...
let's let the leader Palor make jokes over my father's dead body. That's lovely.
November says, is it too late for dinner? Can I still get some dinner?
Are we?
You kids still.
Calls, don't drink the wine, November, please.
No, the wine's fine. I looked at it.
Oh, good. I could use some drink.
Sex
Oh, you should go to the sex
Are we
drawing
just gonna
room. That's
eat with him on the floor there? Or should we move him at least? Put him in a closet, maybe?
Really be
there's a
done.
storage section behind the kitchen.
I'm sorry? Say that again?
I said there is a storage room behind the kitchen. I think it's has a freezer in it.
Yeah, it has a lot of food
God.
and things.
If we're gonna be so horrible that we're gonna actually eat right now, let's at least move the body out of here.
I think you'd make a lovely table display.
You can.
Oh my god. At this, Dodeka's just like, I can't.
No,
And she just goes into
I
the
go
library.
over to Dustin.
No, after Nola is done getting a layout of the room, once Nola's done getting a layout of the room, she basically pulls out a small stone and scribbles something on it, and then waits a couple of moments, and then Paven's body vanishes. There, he shall be taken to the crypts. Don't worry, Undeka. I told them not to do anything until you get there.
You act like you're giving me a toy.
Aren't I?
Ew.
Moving on to other topics. Sexta, you're good at perceiving. Can you perceive anything that might have...
I am
Been in the
here
area?
as an escort. I am not here to participate at all.
You never were good at playing family games with the rest of us.
What are you, mountain guru robot? Oh yes, robots don't exist.
I think she left the robots behind this time.
Why would you come here? Like,
Because November wanted to come here. And she really, really, really wanted to come here.
yes, but you don't seem to care, and you don't seem to ever want to leave that place.
I have relieved myself of my emotional attachments. However, I do wish to allow November to do as she wills, and she could not come here on her own. So, being... whatever. I don't need to explain myself to you.
Wow. You're
So
really
total-
good at this whole mysterious monk thing.
You know what? I am going to go elsewhere. Because I don't need to
recommend
deal
the
with this.
drawing-
Sorry?
I recommend the drawing room.
Oh, don't go there. Pennington says.
She ends up finding the spa and going there.
What about my sense motive?
She just seems... She actually seems upset to see her father dead. But mostly just because, you know, she seems to... She seems upset, but not because she cared for him.
Gotcha.
Would you let Benedictus know that?
Pat,
Uh,
Dodeka has retreated to the observatory. Does Dawson follow?
say it. He'd move to his other side and be like, she seems a little upset, but not in the way that you would be expecting.
You want to needle her, or should I?
I could attempt to. She really doesn't like me. I think she likes you a little better.
I would get immense satisfaction from pissing off the Tranquil Mystic, but you might be better equipped.
Very well.
November's like, is it too late for dinner?
No, dear, we will get you something to eat.
Excellent. I am starving. We've barely eaten since we left the mountain. And there's really nothing much to eat in the mountain.
Oh, is Sexta still doing that kale cleanse thing?
Lemonade diet.
Cabbage soup?
Well, I would not be impolite. She's been very gracious, allowing me to stay there.
Cabbage soup.
Mm.
We have meat here.
Oh, thank God.
Who is still in the dining room?
Whoever you still see in the dining room.
Okay, no one else has moved out.
Not that I've moved out.
I thought you said Unis left, or was that Duos?
He was about to leave, and
He
then
was
I
about
think
to
he
leave,
got...
and then he got sidetracked when Sexta came in.
Oh, fair enough. Got it.
Now he's left to the library.
Hey, Empress is in the library.
Oh, is she? Okay, I thought. Okay.
Yeah, she's guarding Dawson's research, and she just sees Unis as like, hey.
I guess Undeka sees Unis go into the library and is like, I don't really want him knowing about stuff, so she's gonna go follow and get Dawson's papers.
Okay. No problem.
All right.
Empress like, hey, what? I'm guarding this shit. What you doing? What? You want mess?
Hummingbird, be still.
Aww.
I-
I'm a guardian.
Yes, and I'm relieving you of your posts. You can continue to guard
What
them.
do I do?
You can follow me until your mistress is done making out with her boyfriend.
What? She's making out, but she's sad right now. Actually, familiars can tell the are empathic with their.
It's a happy kind of sadness.
It doesn't seem like it. Well, she's. Whatever. Alright, I'll hang out with you.
Practically the same, except I'm prettier.
I'm not gonna say anything.
No. Rebecca actually didn't say that. She's like, it's practically the same thing.
I'm going to go sit next to Novemma.
Because
And
that's
actually
the
eat.
problem.
I probably haven't eaten during this whole kerfuffle.
I'm just sitting way down here and eating and drinking heavily.
Nuria is going to be sticking by Ursa.
This is so fucked up. But I'm surprised I still have an appetite, so I'm gonna make use of it.
Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. The chef comes
Sorry.
out and starts serving. Nola seems to be very ponderous, but she still, eats. But this means she's not talking as much, which makes the rest of the people at the dining room very happy.
Yeah, thank fuck.
Sorry, continue.
So, Novemma. Trip down was a bit dull, you say?
Well, I mean, we teleported most of the way. but you can only teleport so far before you have to start walking. You know, it's just... The
That's
present is so boring. How do you all live like this?
Sense motive. Is she talking about Sexta doing the teleporting?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I say, well, the present certainly isn't boring this evening. But then again, I suppose if you've seen it already, it can get a bit repetitive.
I did see it as a possibility, but, you know, it you never know when with this sort of thing, and I've been out of touch with the future for so long, it's hard to tell when it's happening, and, you know, sometimes I don't remember something until it actually happens. I did remember seeing his death for a while, and it was, you know, maybe looking forward to it more than I would care to admit, but, you know, things...
From what you said, it seems like Sexta saw it as more of an absolute.
Well, you know, she told me that we probably would want to show up a little bit later than usual. And I pressed her on it, and she said that something would come up and kill Father. And that if we were there, she might be blamed for it.
That's apt.
So, I have a question. You two both seem to have uncanny powers. Would you care to delineate the difference between how the two of you work with the all-seeing mystic stuff?
I guess the way I would describe it is that her connection with divination tends to be more, you know, through knowledge and study and communing with the world. Mine was mostly like my brain and all of my senses were just hooked up into the stream of the ever-changing future. So she tends to see the future less, except when it is the direct result of a series of events. When I was still doing divination, mostly just saw things that popped up as people made choices.
Fair enough.
Though she has taught me a lot since I've been there. I haven't actually been doing a lot of it, but it has made me feel a little more comfortable with the idea of doing divination again after what happened last time.
And last time you saw the demise of your siblings, the demise of the line of Narcissima?
Well, that among other things.
The other...
Eric, you will note that Dodeka did tell everyone that she saw something looking back at her, kind of like what described in the letter.
Right. Well, it's always comforting to know that... Oh, wait, no, that would be a terrible way to phrase that. Yeah. Well, if you ever need someone watching your back...
You turned into a robot.
We lost you.
Try again.
What'd you say?
Try again, you turned into a robot.
Oh, I basically said, well, if you need it, well, if you ever need someone watching your back while you're divining, Apple Core is happy to help.
I feel like I have to confess something. Part of the reason I'm here is because I think I want my spellbook back.
That's something you can discuss with Pennington. Do I know about that?
I don't
think
you
he
do.
told any of us.
Your spellbook?
Yes, well...
We assumed you had it with you.
I left it in my room. And, well... I kind of left it there for Pennington. Do you know if he found it?
Not that he's told us, but he's Pennington.
Mm-hmm. He's fun.
We like to think so. He's created a whole new nexus of family drama at this party.
Yeah.
In any case, if you could find him, tell him I could really use it back. Assuming he has it. I'd rather not talk to him. He keeps hitting on me.
When people do that, it usually means they like you.
Yeah, and I'd rather not. My life is complicated enough without that. I've seen what relationships do to people in my family. I'd rather not.
Yeah.
One of them
Well,
usually
hey.
ends up dead.
Well, hey, at least you can spy on those potential futures. Benedictus does an eyebrow waggle, and it's totally inappropriate.
She's just like, I don't think I should talk to you anymore.
Oh my god.
Sure enough.
All right, who else wants to go next?
Dodeka, I guess.
Pennington Sexta
Ursa and
thing.
Nuria took some panacea.
I'll actually be right back.
Nuria and Ursa and Panacea.
They needed a pick-me-up.
I'll talk to Sexta, I guess.
All right.
Oh, I was just saying I was gonna.
Oh.
Sorry. You guys can go first.
Okay. So Sexta is just sort of relaxing in the spa, meditating.
Don't want to bother your meditation.
She is also nude, by the way.
Oh.
I forgot to mention that.
Like, well, this is just going to be awkward no matter how we do it. Can I have a conversation with you that doesn't involve asking about the future and whatnot and just talk?
Fine. So, are you going to converse, or am I just going? Or are you just going to stand there looking weird?
Corpse party.
Well, I'm standing here looking weird because you are very nude. And you are a Narcissima.
It's just a body. It's just my
Just a
physical form on this plane.
Yes. You seem to be bothered about Paven's death, but not in a way that no one normally is bothered by a dead loved one.
How did he die?
Poisoned. At least we.
No.
That's
No, sonic
No.
damage.
No,
Sonic-
sonic damage,
yes.
remember?
a sonic spell.
And we couldn't hear.
That is disturbing.
A silent sonic spell, which is very odd, don't you think?
Silent sonic spell. I taught that to someone.
Would it be trying to ask who?
My younger brother. Septum.
I missed that entirely.
You need to speak up.
My younger brother. Septum.
Dun,
God
dun, dun, dun.
The one dead
Wait.
Narcissima I didn't expect.
I called it. It's always the dead one you don't expect.
He was quite thoroughly disintegrated, unless you think that wasn't him.
I know that he died. He did not fake his death. But it's possible something brought him back. But why?
Can you bring someone back that's been thoroughly disintegrated?
It is
thought you
incredibly
needed a full-
difficult, but it is possible.
Golthius.
Only someone with a great amount of power.
Golthius.
No, Galthius, I mean, let's be honest. If we're fighting Galthius at level 10, he can't cast Wish.
But you could
And it
have-
does take... Does it take limited Wish, or is it straight up
True
Wish?
Resurrection, I think, can do it too.
Right, which is also level 9.
It's level 8 or 9, I can't remember which.
I mean, if you taught him, it's possible that he could have taught someone else. Did he have a disciple of some sort?
Well, you.
Well,
They most certainly did not teach me.
Well, that's a relief. I did not think you were capable of this anyway. But this entire situation, killing him in front of that many people, like that, that's exactly like Septum, in every way. I'm surprised no one else has noticed it now, but I suppose he was very distant from most of the family.
He did have
He's one reason why I decided to take a vow of nonviolence.
He did have a flair for the theatrics.
But
Theatrics of murder.
Why would he help the disciples? It makes no sense at all.
Some sort of power? I mean, he seemed like the type that always wanted power. In fact, that's what he was aiming for when we spoke. He was very... the tree. He wanted...
This does us no good, but in my meditation I can't find him. Maybe he is dead, maybe it's not him, but it seems so likely that it's him. Everything points to him, but except for the fact that he's supposed to be dead.
How are you searching for him? Are you trying to scry for him, or...?
I'm trying everything. Scrying, every other kind of divination I am aware of, some things that aren't quite divination, but, helpful for gathering information. And also just thinking really hard. Hence why I'm trying to sit here quietly meditating until you interrupted me. But, well,
Yes.
Sometimes it's good to talk aloud as well.
Very much so.
You're welcome
This
to
is
meditate with me if you choose, though I would ask that you be quiet if you do.
He peeks his ear out into the party hall. There's no commotion, right?
No, everything seems fine.
So he's like, well, a few minutes. He's like, but it is awkward to see you meditate here naked. And
Oh,
me.
please, I've seen you naked.
When?
I've seen... I have eyes everywhere, my friend.
Wait, did you see the weird god realm that we got transported to?
No, but I did see after that.
Ah,
I was
yes.
about to say, thank goodness she doesn't know about that, because...
Oh, yeah.
That would be all sorts of problems.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what the hell. Pennington strips naked.
Ah, yeah.
Alright. Meditation. Alright, Dodeka.
Meditation while they get. Anyway, Dodeka's kind of upset and in the observatory and trying to calm down and doing breathing exercises.
And Dawson's just sort of like, it's okay, I think. I'm sorry, I'm not being very comforting right now. It's hard to be comforting when I'm freaking out.
It's fine. It's fine. I can understand you freaking out.
A man just died!
Well, can't hear you.
A man just died!
Okay. She's like, yes,
What would you do for a
that's
clock?
not the only person I've seen die. Being with Apple Core, we've seen quite a lot of things.
He's your
die.
father! Why aren't you even crying?
She holds out her hand. She is shaking. She just says, people grieve in different ways. I cannot afford right now to completely break down. That's why I'm in here, trying not to break down.
This is insane.
I
This is
really
insane.
need-
Why am I here? Why am I even here right now? I should take Pennington, and I should take my father, and we should go. We should go now.
She puts her hands on his shoulders. She's just like, Dawson, I know this is a bad situation, and maybe you should go, but you can't let yourself make decisions without a level head. Just for a second, just breathe with me. And I know this sounds silly, but it works. Just breathe.
And he kisses you.
She's very surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
But she's happy. And she kisses him back.
All right. Who wants to go next? Yes, Fries.
Dorbs.
I guess I had like one small thing I had to say as I was gathering up Dawson's any notes that he might have left in the library.
Mm-hmm.
Unis,
Yes.
I have no idea what our relationship is. Probably indifferent.
He's really boring.
Yeah, then he probably thinks I'm really boring. Unis, you know the one thing that I absolutely despise about my brothers?
What?
None of you really, really stay dead.
Well,
So,
I have a feeling
It's
that
so
Mother's
fun.
going to let Paven stay dead.
well, he's not a Narcissima.
I mean, she's past her, childbearing years, and that was pretty much all he was useful for at that point. In fact, I wouldn't be
Really?
surprised if she had something to do with this.
Always so suspicious. Should I send Duos in here to keep you company?
Sorry, what?
I said, should I send Duos in here to keep you company?
Oh, God, please don't.
I think I should send Duos in here. To keep you
Oh,
company.
God, why would you do this to me, Deka? What have I done to you?
Well, remember last year when the city was making donations and you were all like, university, university.
All right, fine, you make a point. I will offset some of our money to the necropolis. Will that make you happy?
It's a start.
All right.
I'll tell Duos you're in the pool.
Thank you. Duos goes to
Empress
the
is
pool.
Empress is just like, ooh, juicy gossip.
Dum-ba-dum-ba-da.
Empress just hangs out with Unus, just like lands on his shoulder and is like, sup.
Dodeka's familiar, I take it.
Ah, yes. My name is Empress. Do you like my bow? I like my bow.
Of course she got one that talks.
Oh.
Hey, talking is useful. I saved the entire apple core once. Do you know that?
Do you know where we are right now?
At a library.
Do you know what you do in a library?
Read.
Quietly.
You don't have to be quiet.
You do. Silence.
Actually, you know what? He does exactly that. Silence in the
Empress
library.
sulks.
Mother,
All right.
Mother, should we check on the king and Trace, or should we just leave them alone in the boudoir?
Oh, let the cowards hide.
Wow.
You're just enjoying the steak, aren't you?
She has barely eaten. She's been basically combing the room for the past, I don't know, half hour.
Wow, this actually has you flustered.
Well, I was just thinking, if it were me, I would probably still be in here, waiting for everybody to clear out so I could make my escape. So, I'm looking over every inch of this room, wondering who might turn up.
Well, there's
Hat.
Yes.
Detect undead.
I probably should have done that before.
There's no one dead, I'm sorry. Very
Okay,
clever, though.
I do a quick sweep of the room. Hell, I do a quick sweep of the mansion.
Uh-huh.
But
Well, there's Vizzini.
There-
yeah. Oh yes, I get your message with Vizzini's undead. I get your message with so I'm aware of what happened with Sexta. Okay.
Yep.
Does
Now
anyone
you
else
have the
want to
message
go right
also.
now, or because I kind of want to talk to Nala?
I guess I can go somewhere. I don't know where to go. I'm
Pool
just
party!
gonna go. No, I'm not gonna.
Empress is gonna
I'm gonna
go find
I'm gonna go check out Queen Quay's room. clothes that I want.
Oh my
no.
god, she enters Quinquay's room!
Oh no! Oh
Oh, did I miss something?
no! Oh no!
Yes. And you wouldn't have been free to it either, which makes it even more funny.
Oh lord, what did I just trip?
You walk into
You
Quinquay's room.
tripped an alarm we set!
I mean, like Pennington.
Pennington does hear that and sort of peers out. He's
Nola-
still naked.
Noah's attention. Basically, everyone in the dining room's attention shifts to Quinn's room suddenly as they hear a very loud mouth basically going, "Danger! Danger! Intruder alert! Intruder alert!"
Oh my god.
And of course, everyone's attention is drawn away from the room, and our shadowy assassin gets away. It sounded like such a good idea to put the alarm.
Oh,
I
well.
guess I should have gone into the lounge.
Ursa just reacts and runs in with her steak knife, like, I need to kill something.
Oh my goodness! Put that back in your bosom.
Ah! Why is it?
Oh my
frozen?
gosh! Why don't you have any clothes on?
I haven't.
Pennington!
You ran across the ballroom
He
naked?
hastily grabbed a towel. I thought someone was being murdered.
Here, she hands him one of his outfits. Put this on.
Absolutely not.
Put it on.
Why?
Poor Ursa. She's having the worst time.
Why? This is the worst party ever. As you please.
This is just dinner. The party's tomorrow.
I hate everyone.
Yes, the party is tomorrow. I suppose we should all get rest. Thanks to that, I'm sure that our assassin has made his escape. Damn it.
Well,
But I'm sure he'll make his appearance again tomorrow. Or her.
Ursa's hiding in this closet over here.
Actually, can Undeka say that? Can Undeka say or her?
Sure, yeah.
And, like, raise her eyebrows at her mother. And
She's
walk
like,
out.
you suspect me. You know, Undeka,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
just
starting
referring
to
to myself.
I'm starting to warm up to the idea of you being my new heir.
Oh, fuck.
Mother, no. I'm like the second youngest. Ask
Well-
Sexton.
Sexta is not interested, and you know she isn't. And
That
November
makes-
is special, which means
Well,
you're
we
next.
both look at November. We both
I
look
like
at
the idea of November being right there and just waving "Hi" when
Like November is November.
But Mother, Dodeka is so moldable.
She
And I'm
is, and
so-
that's the problem. We need someone more strong personality to lead the family. Otherwise, they'll just be walked all over by everybody. You have to be more like me.
Oh, I am nothing like you.
Oh, that's what you like to tell yourself.
I want to turn our father into a living dead.
You see, we're so alike.
Oh, I'm going to bed.
I do try to talk with Nala before she adjourns.
But I was going to say, I actually think they're quite alike. You two are quite alike as well.
Please tell me that you're in drag right now, because that would make this conversation
No.
much better.
He's still naked with a towel.
Lola says, I assume that the alarm had something to do with you.
We were investigating Quinquay's room for clues regarding her death, and we set an alarm in case anyone tried to tamper with the evidence during the party.
So, Shin did bring you here to investigate.
Yeah, pretty much.
That little bastard.
I must ask, why Paven first? Why would anyone want to target him? Is there anything he could do that would make their job more difficult?
Dodeka knows the answer to this.
Can't he see invisible things? Isn't that a thing? Last time? Didn't, Pennington try to go invisible one time? And...
Yes, I
Pagan
know
was
this.
like-
I just want Benedictus to know this.
Paven is rather observant, but, well, it's either something to do with that, or, well, something to do with his family. The Deliphaes and the Narcissimas have a bit of a history, I'm sure you've heard.
Oh yes, they've been trying to get up the skirts of the Narcissima line for generations.
That's not necessarily how I would have put it, but yes, that's about right. You're much more quick-witted than you seem.
It's infuriating, isn't it?
A bit. Still, it makes me feel a little bit better about Dodeka's chances to stay alive. Let me tell you this so that you know it. I assume you've already suspected, but I have neglected telling it to my daughters, mostly because I don't want them living in fear, but you've probably already suspected as much. Narcissima women often cannot be resurrected. Typically if they have sorcerer's powers.
And that would be due to your lineage?
In most, probably. But honestly, we do not know the reason. It is not always the case, but it is often the case.
Not
Okay.
always.
Not
Are
always.
there any notable counterexamples?
Yes. A few of my relatives in the past have had incidents and were able to be resurrected, but it seems that the common link is that they're usually the ones that remain dead afterwards are usually sorceresses. So, I don't. You may be. So I assume a Chardalon probably does have something to do with it.
Fair enough.
All your daughters are sorceresses, correct? There are no wizards.
Sexta is a wizard,
So is Novemma.
and Novemma.
In November, that's right.
However, that is not a guarantee of safety. Sometimes a woman in our family chooses to follow the path of the wizard even if they have talent for sorcery. Sexta is one of those. She chose to follow the path of the wizard because she rejected her blood.
Well, given where it came from, I can see that being a reaction.
You do not run away from your problems in this family. You face them, or they destroy you. Anyway, have a good night.
That was a pleasant conversation.
There's only 4 guest rooms. Ah!
Yeah. I guess.
Guess some of us are sharing?
Last person I'm going to try to talk to is Decim.
Sorry, Eric, I didn't hear what you said.
I was about to say, Sid and Richard are passed out in the drawing room, so...
Oh,
that's-
shit! I realized that I had a spell the entire time.
Which one?
That would have actually fucking helped.
What was it?
Hunter's Eye. For 1 minute level. Boost your perception by 20. Can also see invisibility.
How did you forget about that?
I don't know!
Really?
Wow! Oh my god, that would have made things so different. Oh well. Now you'll remember it
well.
next time, I guess.
Yes. Yes, we will.
That's what Pennington should do, naked, except for a towel. Be like, shoot! I totally could have figured out who the killer was!
Oh man. Alright,
Oh, God.
what?
You can use it at the
He can
party.
use it at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to talk to Decim.
He's basically just been sitting there quietly eating his dinner.
I will say,
Wow.
I'll go up to him and say, Decim, tactical analysis, septum Narcissima.
What? Why are you asking about him? Why are you speaking in fragment sentences?
What does tactical mean?
Reasonable suspicion, maybe back from dead, or disciple with similar capabilities.
Speak like a normal person, man.
Decim doesn't, usually.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Talk
bond
him.
with him here. I'm trying to talk like he usually speaks with people.
Yeah, but it seems like bringing up Septum makes him a little more emotional than usual.
We do not know what we're dealing with, but I want to know how to react to similar tactics. I imagine it's a scenario you've considered.
Glitter dust.
I have that spell.
Fair enough.
That
This
usually
podcast is
drove him
realizing
insane.
Things to use.
Those were good times.
We can make a confetti ball filled with glitter dust.
Party cannon!
Party cannon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait,
Falls in her sleep.
Pennington, did you have that eagle eye spell for the moth battle?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, if this is the second time you've forgotten to use it versus an invisible opponent, we would have to taunt you.
But yes, as long as you can avoid letting Septum get the first hit, or someone like Septum at the very least, then you've probably got him.
Fair enough. Thank
He's a
you
bit
for
of a
your
glass
analysis.
cannon.
Well, we saw that much in the fight against the Lich.
What a fool. He got what was coming to him. Just like Paven did.
Wow.
Not a fan?
He wasn't exactly a father.
Well, a quick detect alignment showed me all I needed to know about him, but I can understand how someone closer to him would be a little bitter.
Well, let's just say my dead ancestors were more of a father than he was.
Decim's being creepy.
Yes, we've been to the
You're creeping
crypt.
meters.
I imagine you impressed them sufficiently to retrieve the blades of yours.
They have been more siblings to me than most of my siblings. They have kept me safe, they have destroyed my enemies, and they have given me purpose.
I feel you. I say
God
from the closet across the room.
What? What?
You didn't specify which ancestors. Could he be led by a Chardalon?
I'm telling you, my creepy meter is like ringing.
Hey, you know how there are 3 relics?
Oh. There are 3 relics. One, I'm presuming, is the Amulet of Did. One, I'm presuming, is the Deck of Many Things. And one was implied to be on the energy plane.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. They got the Amulet of Did from the crypt. It might have been something else in the crypt. Fuck.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The other
Missed half of that. You turned into
It's
a
the blue.
robot.
That's
Erica, you turned into a robot. What did you say?
Oh, I said, who wants to go to the crypt with me? It'll be fun.
actually, I guess I would bluff because I kind of want to play naive on this. It's like, oh, did you learn anything interesting about your ancestors while you were in the crypt?
Oh, I mean, you've been, as I recall, yes.
Yeah, but it was kind of lost on me. I'm not terribly well versed in the family.
Did you remember the tomb of Zoutland Narcissima?
I probably would remember that. Remind me.
It was
That's
it was the
dueling?
room where they forced you to duel.
Yeah. Yes, I believe I was forced to beat my friend into unconsciousness.
Ah, so that's what happens when more than one person goes in there. I guess that makes sense. I had to fight the spirit of Zoutland himself. and I won. And
Uh-huh.
he rewarded me with these.
Very impressive. I assume you kept up the conversation from the way you spoke.
I'm not a very conversationalist person, but I did find his life in times very interesting. The path he led was a path followed by very few, mostly because a lot of them die.
Mm.
But he had a very content life.
What generation of the Narcissima family was he from? Ancient, more modern?
Somewhere in between. I couldn't tell you exactly. I'm not very good at the family history stuff. That's more... whose game would that be more? I suppose that would be Unis more.
Okay. I'll do a sense motive, but he's probably telling the truth.
Go for it. Wait,
I rolled it.
Oh, you already did, yeah. Seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Or he's a very good liar. No. Okay. Alright, that's pretty much the end of that conversation.
Pennington wanted to talk to Duos quick.
Yep.
He'd be like, so, Duos,
Yeah.
would you... I'm just floating a theory. By chance, it would be possible, and if so, what spell would you have to do to resurrect Septum?
You and your friends ask a lot of questions.
We're very inquisitive.
Also, I'd like to note that Empress is there, and she's hopping around and chirping, but no sounds coming out, and she's looking at Duos and trying to get his attention.
Why do you insist on always...
I'm a bird, I'm a bird.
You know, Pennington, you... just like... You know, I noticed this about you in class, too. You always worry too much about, you know, the task at hand. Sometimes you just have to relax a bit and just unwind. And that's what I'm here to do, is just unwind. I suggest you do the same. Unwind from that whole mess. From beginning to end.
Come on.
So not worrying about the whole killer that's on the loose.
Why worry? It's just going to make it impossible to sleep tonight, isn't it?
Don't worry. Be happy.
I suppose so.
If that's fine by you, I'm going to go swimming now.
Before he does, Empress just lands on his shoulder and just kind of like pecks it real quick, and then goes to like mouth chirp at him again.
He's like, what is a bird doing in here?
That would be Dodeka's familiar. I believe she's trying to get
Oh,
off.
yes, I remember you, Empress. How could I forget you?
She's still,
Dodeka's
like,
spying on us.
She's still soundlessly chirping at him, trying to get...
What is...
Empress, what is going on? Vizini, come here.
Zini pops over, slithering out from somewhere. And Duos is like, holy shit, snakes! I don't like snakes.
Oh, God.
Very well. My professor is scared of a snake. Empress, tell Vizini what's going on.
Empress is still, like, soundlessly chirping.
What is wrong with Empress? Why can't she speak?
Is there anything she can, like, scratch a message, like, into the ground?
Why can't she talk?
She isn't smart enough yet. I think that happens at later level. At least you taught me that later
Empress
experience.
talks.
Empress has been able to talk.
always
Thrushes can just talk. No, he just cast silence in the library specifically, not at Empress.
Oh!
Empress isn't bright enough to determine the
Really?
difference.
Yes, really. Sorry.
Totally thought it was on Empress.
No, sorry. It was just in the library.
Okay, Empress stops for a second, and then says, wait a minute. He cast silence in the library, not on me. I'm an idiot. Never mind! Flies out.
I suppose you can go now.
That was bizarre. In any case, the snake is gone, right?
Yes, you're really scared of him. He's my familiar.
Snakes are...
Oh, What's a snake?
weird and slithery, and they wrap around you and strangle you and bite you and eat you.
Kind of like your mother.
Vizzini wraps around his arm and hisses at him.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Mew.
Whoop.
There's no more rooms.
That's why Ursa's sleeping in the closet.
Where are we supposed to sleep?
How are Sid and Richard doing?
They're passed out in the drawing room.
Dawson's just going to sleep in the observatory. He finds the stars soothing.
Ursa just makes a
I'm
nest.
just gonna hang out with him and meditate next to him.
Ursa
Okay.
makes a nest out of coats and finery.
Pennington does try to go find Ursa. He eventually spots a mound in the coats. Poke.
I will
Poke.
stab you. I will stab you so many times.
You'd really stab a friend.
You're still
Yes.
naked. You realize that, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't put clothes back on.
Why are you naked? What? I don't. This
I have
is
a
why.
towel.
He has a towel.
This is why I'm in this closet.
Why?
Because naked men make you
No,
uncomfortable?
Because I cannot with humans. I cannot with people. I really just want to, like, you know what? Maybe I'll go outside and talk to the horses. I think I'll do that.
You know, maybe we'll be able. I mean, that was an unfortunate thing that I did remember. I might have been able to spot that poor that assassin, but I forgot they had learned the spell.
Oh, wow. Well done.
Maybe I might be able to find him tomorrow.
Excuse me.
Ah,
All right.
cross
And
one
then
eye.
kill something.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Yes. That would be very nice. I am.
Well, pleasant for killing things.
I am no good with this family drama and assassins and, like, I'm straightforward and I don't really like groups of people talking and gossiping and being weird. Like, it was different in the fighting ring, because that's, like, good gossip about fighting and, you know, stuff like that. This is just like, oh, somebody got murdered, and the Narcissimas continue to be the worst people ever, and there's a vampire and an assassin, and everyone is just kind of horrible, and I can't stab anything, and I have to wear this stupid dress. I hate
You know what
dresses.
is actually very helpful? Thinking of all the Narcissimas gossiping and chattering. Like, big old, I don't know. Think of a silly animal and just think of it.
Like chickadees.
Yes! All of them, little chickadees, just chirping away. That makes it much more bearable.
That does make things a little better. Huh.
What are we doing in here? This is fun.
Yeah, Empress is in here too. Empress is like, Ursa. Empress is like, Ursa, can I hang out with you?
Yes.
Because
I
November's
much
being
prefer-
gross and kissing people, and I'm empathic, and it's disturbing me.
Yeah.
Pen, where are your clothes?
Yeah, maybe you two should go hang out together.
Come with you.
That's okay.
Pennington, I love you, and I hate you.
Richard sees his naked son running through the room.
From Sid, and he's just sort of like, that's my boy.
This is the worst funeral that has ever happened anywhere.
Yeah, I would agree. This is kind of a travesty.
I gesture of
I'm just picturing Pennington accidentally running into her room. Man.
Oh my god, yes, this happened.
Oh god, no.
And she's like, well, I'm sleeping in Quinkay's room.
I'm scarred for life.
She goes into the closet.
Traumatized.
Wee, 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 Like, seriously? You had another alarm?
Thus ends the night.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're under attack!
We're terrible at
This
everything.
Yes.
this was a very funny session. I actually didn't expect the session to be entirely the pre-dinner. I do apologize about that. I guess I forgot how many characters were involved. And it does tend to take a very long time to get through everything. Nuria, actually, you didn't get to do much. What exactly were you up to this entire time?
She just got drunk and passed out.
Okay.
It's pretty much what
Poor
Ursa
thing.
did.
All right.
But she didn't get that drunk. I did a constitution check for her and Zombie.
Okay. And they're both okay. Yep, they're both okay.
They won't have a hangover.
That's good, because they're going to need their wits about them for the next day, which we'll deal with next week. And I promise we'll have some combat this time. I'm sorry, it's been
What
all...
day next week? Friday?
Yes, what time next week would be good for everyone?
Friday's the best day for me.
I have no idea what my schedule would be or if I'd be allowed to go back to work, so I'm just gonna say yes for now.
Okay, so tentative yes for Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday should work.
I'm
Okay.
fine if you. I guess I'm back for the party next
Yes,
week.
if you wouldn't mind.
Yep.
No, I don't mind. It's fun.
Absolutely fantastic. All right.
I want to raise some zombies.
All right, then next time, I believe. Thanks all for your patience and your role-playing funness.
Hooray! Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
And...
Oh my God.